Well, good evening, and welcome to the Rockin' Ham Radio Clubhouse. Holy cow!
Time out! Time out! Time out! Time out! I'm gonna say it right now. Start that music 10 minutes before, or because it was excellent. But poor 45 auto. He said 2 minutes. Someone do a well-beingist check on that guy. Make sure he's okay. Because he could not wait 2 minutes. It was no. I say that in Shane. You always pick great music, and once again, you upped your game.
You know what's funny though?
You upped your game.
Is this thing that track came from the YouTube library? Where you would normally find it's crap in there. It's there's nothing in there. But if you take a few minutes and take a deep dive into the audio archives, that was uploaded back in like 2014.
I was like,
that is a great track.
Yeah, go deep for that one.
Yeah.
So 9 years later, some guy's music is finally getting
finally getting played on the Clubhouse.
Yeah, rock on, man. There you go.
I would mention
we just made him famous.
That's how I usually discover music is like a decade after it's been out.
Yeah, exactly.
The wormhole that you put me through by posting some of those covers in your channel on the Discord.
Oh yeah.
I went down the Mike Portnoy rabbit hole, and I've heard of his band, the Winery Dogs, with the two guys from Mr. Big.
Yeah.
And I never thought much of it until 2 days ago. I started watching some of their videos because the first one I saw was a cover, and then the next video that came up was called Time Machine, and I thought, oh wow, they did a cover of the Dio era Black Sabbath, but it's the original song. Oh my god, it's freaking awesome. I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever. I just discovered it, and you look at it, it's 13 years old.
Yeah, it's like 13 years ago. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're in the K5YVY and Friends Discord and you go to This Side of the Radio channel, you never know what's going to show up in there. And a lot of times, if I'm working on editing or something like that, and I find a really cool track, I'll post a link in it. And I went down that same rabbit hole with Portnoy and the guy from White Snake. I cannot remember his name. Joel Hoekstra. Yeah. So the guitar player. Yep. So and then when you started going down those different channels, and it's like all the compilations they did back during COVID and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, thank you very much.
Their cover of Jefferson Starship's Jane is just oh my gosh.
Yeah.
From the guitar solo on is like edge of your seats. Like, how can they play that good? So tight.
I'm still waiting for 45 auto. Wait,
I know, right?
Dude, is he on the floor in the back of the clubhouse, or someone? Because someone check the men's room of the clubhouse and knock on. Don't even bother knocking on.
Hopefully he didn't. Hopefully he didn't slip and fall because I didn't put the sign out.
If you see feet. Well, be careful, right? The one that says "Do not," be careful.
Slippery when wet.
In Spanish.
Yeah.
Slippery when wet. Bon Jovi said that a long time ago, but their version was not in Spanish. Check the floor to see if 45 Auto's shoes are up like this. Because then we know.
Throw them a rope. Throw them a rope.
We're not going.
We do have breaking news live from the field in
Canada. There he is! There he is! Look at him! Oh my God, I love him!
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
From the lake. No, you're in the middle of the lake, not from the bank.
You're in the middle.
We are fishing.
Wow.
Look at that.
Are you catching more? Are you catching fish or catching a hangover or catching a buzz?
We just got out here. We just got out here.
Nice.
Yeah. So how many people?
Is that a POTA park?
How many people are watching?
71 right now.
It doesn't make a difference. Is that a
POTA
park?
No. How many people are watching?
No, 71. It's a POTA park.
What's that? 81?
71.
Well, it's not our highest, but Tom. That's Tom right there.
Hi, Tom.
Tom, there's 71 people watching you. Oh, did you get a fish? He's got a fish.
Yes.
On.
Yes.
You would have thought we'd have planned this.
Oh, this is a first. This is a first on the Clubhouse. We actually caught something, and it wasn't something that didn't need a prescription.
That was a pickerel. I caught a fish. So hold on. So reset. Let's reset. That was a pickerel. They're biting. Let's go. So yeah,
they didn't catch their foot this time.
Right.
No, Nathan, how was the you caught an 11-inch foot last night?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Nice.
Very cool.
yeah, we're here on Lake Matagami. That's Matagami First Nation there, and we're fishing, and we're out here for a week.
Is it a POTA park? Is that a POTA park?
No, it's not. But I've been recording a lot of stuff. So
That you're never gonna post.
yeah, I'm never gonna post. Yesterday, I activated Lamut Provincial Park, which is about 20 minutes from here.
You came up with my ham alert. You came up with the ham alert. You were all over the place, man.
Yeah.
So Brian says that pickerel is Canadian for walleye.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyways, up here, what do you got in this lake? We got a little bit of bass.
Just a nice bass.
Nice bass in here. You got pike. You got walleye or pickerel. Is some lake trout here, or is that only the small ones? No, not here. So I've never. This is my first time fishing this lake. Usually I'm a little bit south from here in Minnesanaqua Lake. So, but it's beautiful. This is a big lake. It goes from here all the way up to. It goes from here all the way up to the James Bay, right? So this lake goes pretty long.
So the Smoking Ape says we've invented catching fish on a ham radio-ish live stream.
Yeah, no disrespect to our friends at Coffee and Ham Radio 2.0. You're not going to see fishing on their shows. Bill Dance, take a back seat. Molson is here. Look at him. Molson, play like you're Bill Dance right now.
Don't fall in the water because you got your phone in your hand. Yeah. That's all the Bill Dance you get. So K&MRD asked, does those fishing poles antenna? I can't talk tonight.
No, they're carbon fiber. So
okay.
So it's a mast.
So here, let me turn. Can I turn my camera around?
I have no idea.
Oh, hold on. How do I do this? Hold on. How do I turn it?
Look at him. Look at him. He's up in the wilds of Canada with cell service. This is great. You know,
he has better cell service there than he has at home.
Yeah.
Wrong button.
his
And
camera
he's
looked
gone.
better, did it?
Well, he can't get a blizzard, so he doesn't have that excuse.
Yeah.
Blizzard causes attenuation.
And there it is.
Yeah, exactly.
He felt it. He felt it.
Okay, you're back.
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah. Beautiful up here.
It is
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
Look at him.
It's a gorgeous view. I'm a little bit jealous. Because it's
Molson's
probably
nice
not
and
100
relaxed.
degrees there right now.
Hang on,
Now, what's the
let's go
temperature
lower.
right now? I don't know what it is.
Show that
Look at 'em.
again.
Show what?
Show the
The
view again.
lake.
I got you full screen now.
Look at it. He looks nice and relaxed. He's got a nice black shirt on, Under Armour. Look at him. He is so relaxed right now. There is no Molson rant tonight, folks.
Yeah.
The man is chilling.
You
It's
can't
Molson-
rant
Molson
in that
calm.
area.
I told you they call me Molson. We were at his house. We were at Tom's house, and I looked in his burn barrel, and there was a
That's the Res barbecue.
that's the Res barbecue. That's what he said. And there was a Molson box. I was like, you drink the right stuff. I told him my friends call me Molson.
You drink the liquid of my people.
And I
That's
said-
my
I
IV.
said, you know-
That's my IV.
I said, you know why I drink that?
Because I am.
He
I
is
do
Canadian.
because
That's
I
what you mean, right?
Mm.
said
the only black.
Molson sounds cooler than calling you like Labatt's
Or dumbass.
Yeah.
or Dumbass. Yeah.
No.
Lager.
He is our
What's that?
Molson.
What's that, Tom?
He is our Molson.
Lager. He's saying it's better than calling me Hey Lager.
That's very true.
Lager.
Very
Or
true.
Labatt. Hey, Pilsner. Yeah, go into the
Oh,
beer
this is a
store
great
and say,
surprise.
"Give me a case of lager," and see how they look at you.
Yeah.
Or you drink blue,
Just-
say, "Give me a box of Pilsner." And
All right, Molson.
Yeah.
All right,
What's up?
Molson. We have to ask where did you find that Zamboni?
Oh, so Tom, I went to visit Tom because Tom maintains the local rink at the the building, and that Zamboni is their old one because they're always telling me. What do you guys always tell me?
First of all, it's not a
You're a
Zamboni.
Zamboni
it's
dealer.
an Olympia. You got to
It's
be
Olympia.
politically correct.
So I can't say
That
I can't
means
say the
it's a high-speed
Zamboni. Right. It's sitting there in the boneyard, and I'm like, Molson found the treasure. This is like Antique Roadshow, or
Antique Roadshow.
bring it home. Sit up.
So I was telling Tom that we like the whole story behind the Zamboni or the Olympia. Sorry.
Only a
That'd be
rake
funny.
manager would correct somebody that's Olympia, not a Zamboni. There's
Thank
like
you,
three
Scout.
people I know in the world that would say that, and they're all rake managers.
Thank you, Scout. See?
Well, I can't phone Olympia and say I need parts for my Zamboni.
Molson, I want
I'm
Tom on the show. I want Tom on the
Right.
show next week. Tom is going to become a regular on our. I want Tom on the show.
I was just about to say I
Play
think
a
Tom's
role
going
in
to become a
this
favorite.
Give that man a black shirt and a blizzard, and
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, I just thought I'd drop in here and say hi to you. And they're going to blame me for not catching.
Yep, there it went.
They blamed him.
They blamed him, and then it got cut off.
Typical Molson. Those
There we go.
fish got all pissed off at him.
Yeah.
That's right.
Look at that.
The lighting makes you look beautiful tonight, Daniel.
You know, I was made for this. I was made for this lighting.
Well, hopefully we'll see that on a trailer headed back to your place. I put a picture of
Yes.
that Olympia on the on screen here.
I'm gonna have a fun. I'm gonna have a fun video for you guys. There's been a lot of things going on here, so
So
Well,
we'll see that first quarter next year.
yeah.
About
something
when it
like
get
that.
posted. Okay.
About as often as I post mine. So
All right, guys, you take it easy. Have a good
Have a
night.
good one,
Have a
buddy.
good
Thanks
show.
for joining us for a
have a
bit.
good one.
Molson,
All right,
much love. Be safe. Be safe, brother.
Yeah.
Be safe.
See you, bud.
All right.
Oh, man, that made my night. That made my night.
Live from the infield reporter.
Right.
I never seen him with a smile that big on his in my life.
Man,
He's relaxed.
Yeah.
it's Lakes.
He's relaxed.
It's
He
wild.
is. He's relaxed.
And it's
Yeah.
no
And
it's
who was-
no project manager screaming at you.
Yep.
Right. And who would
thought he
think
was
all it took was fishing? I've heard of this in the past. Some guys go golfing.
Oh, yeah.
I play radio. I have a cigar. That man went fishing. And look at him. His blood pressure
They
went down.
tamed.
He's not even. Yes, they tamed him without
They
even
tamed the
music.
moose.
Yes,
He's no
they
longer
tamed the
a
moose.
wild moose. He's a tamed moose.
Oh,
So let's go. Let's get our introductions rolling now that we're 15 minutes.
Yo, I
into
ain't
the
done
show.
that yet.
No,
That's why I come in late.
because we were over there going
waiting
in
for
the
you.
field. We had our infield
Waiting on you.
reporter giving us the fish and lake report. So we'll start with Steve. How are you, man? How's the week been? What's new and exciting in KO4AFL land?
Week's been good. Bunch of storms here recently, so I did actually have to retract the elements on the stepper the other night, but it's back up. Everything's good. No direct hits here. Had a close one over at my buddy's house when we were over there for dinner. That was on a Sunday night, not a Tuesday night. So I will be participating next week in National Night Out. I've got to take the trailer out to the local police thing to
Right.
show it off, and that ends at 8:00. So I'll join, but I'll be a little bit late.
Jody Vassar's
our
got
chat
it.
numbers are great.
He's his new
Our chat
segment for
numbers
those
are
on the podcast, which we haven't said a shout out to the podcast in a while, and we've got quite a bit of viewers over there or
Hey,
listeners. over there.
podcast.
So Jody says new segment:
podcast.
non-Zamboni ice surfacing machines with Tom.
Okay.
telling you.
Izzo, how you been, man?
I got a list. Don't ask me how I've been. I got a list of things that if we need to talk, if we have dead air tonight, I got a lot of topics.
Well, we have 2 hours to go, so.
And go to Joe Brett next time.
Oh, your list gonna take that long, huh?
It's just like Santa Claus.
Take that long. You think I'm going to take a long time?
And he talks slow.
I'm
All
here.
right. All right, Scout 75, Shane, how are you, man? I think you've had more time on this show than I have in the last 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, I've been filling in. So yeah, thanks for having me on. Yeah, this week it's been pretty good. I got a lot done with the home antenna improvement projects. I took for a long time. If you don't know, I had those 20-foot sectional flagpoles that you get from Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I got one of those, and I got an extra section to make it 25 feet. And on top of that, I had my copper J pole for 2 meters. And then on the hoist itself, I had an off-center dipole, which worked pretty well. I picked up a cross. The words are escaping me. A Yagi 2 meters for both vertical and horizontal polarization for single sideband and
cross polarized. Yeah, cross polarized. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
An
struggling
element
to
that
figure
do like that.
Yeah, exactly. So what I've been messing with, trying to get that up on the roof of like an old-fashioned TV antenna mast, because it's about the same size and everything. That didn't work out because I didn't. Long story short, what I did is I took down that flagpole that I had. I bought some brackets to mount that right onto the eave of my house, so I have 2 additional supports besides, and I just poured the concrete. So it's poured into a footing at the side of my house. It's mounted with 2 brackets on the eaves, and that thing is rigid as rigid. So I was able to get another section on it, so it's 30 feet now.
Oh, wow.
With the J-pole on top of that, and then the Yagi mounted about 5 feet below that, and that's working pretty good.
Nice.
Nice.
Originally, I was going to plan.
Look at you.
Yeah, I'm doing radio stuff for crying out loud.
I'm glad one of us is.
Yeah. Originally,
He's ham hardering. That's a ham harder right there.
Ham moderate, not too hard, but
Well, is there a rotator up there?
Dude,
no.
I was just going to say, Steve.
I'm doing it in steps. I keep it budget friendly. Right now, the main reason for the Yagi is to reach some of the repeaters on the far side of the Twin Cities, which are just out of reach from me. So I got the thing aimed pretty much straight at the Twin Cities, but a little bit to the west because there's some friends of mine on the west side that do single sideband. So I'm trying to do that.
Oh, nice.
So it's easy enough to strong arm it around where I have to be, but eventually I'll figure out something for a rotor. But for now, I'm just trying to extend my repeater range. I'm not grid chasing or anything yet, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I was about to say, if anybody who's going to Huntsville should be on the lookout for a good rotator for Scout. Find him a deal.
I got an old TV rotator over here that would probably work really well for that.
I was just going to say, man, light duty TV. I bet you it says Archer on the side of it, but that's okay. They'll still work.
Archer.
Not that old.
I think it says RCA.
Did I just?
Yeah.
Did I just date myself?
Yeah, that was where a local ham went when I was trying to tell what I'm trying to do and everything. And I said, I don't want to go, right away, people like, well, you got to get a Ronin 40-foot tower and all this stuff. And this one wise old ham just shook his head and goes, well, for what you're doing, it's basically a TV antenna. He goes, I got the same thing on TV mast with an RCA rotator. And it works, so.
Yep.
I knew Steve was going to do it. I knew
ECG.
it. Look at it. I knew Steve was going to look for it. And he would
It's old
find it.
elephant stomper, ain't it?
Oh, God, yeah. This weighs as much as the rotator
Very good,
does.
Joe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Cool. So that's been the highlight of this past week. Nothing too exciting, but getting stuff done.
Izzo, is this what you were talking about? The channel master?
The channel master. Oh, my God. Dude, you
That's
knew
what we
when the
had.
band was
We
open.
had
Wow.
we had a channel master.
Yes. You knew. And this is all before we were hams, but you knew when 6 meters was open because the TV channel reception would increase. Who would know
Mm-hmm.
at such a
Right.
young age when we're all just walking around in baby Crocs and everything. And next thing you know, like I said, I know for us here on the Northeast here in Connecticut, when the New York City channels came in crystal clear, we knew the band was open. When New Jersey channels were coming in, And Saturday nights was the famous live wrestling from Madison Square Garden. Man, that was. Anyway, I'm sure everybody around the country had those. Again, when the band was open, you knew about it.
Well, I'm late to the party of ham radio, but now the things that used to annoy me, like when I'm driving to work in the morning and you hear a different FM station interfering with the local one that I listen to, that used to tick me off. But now I'm like, ooh, the band,
work them.
There's some tropical going on here. I should probably get on 2 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day, you'd be like, "Where's that CTSS or CTCSS button?" So I don't want to hear them, but now you want to hear them. Yep. As long as they're transmitting PL, sure.
Did you guys ever have the giant satellite dishes?
Buddy of mine did.
That either had the hand crank that you could rotate them over to watch the Disney Channel, or
That
you
was
had
just
eventually you got like the electric rotor where you could point it to Telstar or whatever those were, and then they started scrambling them, and you had to go to the Radio Shack and buy the de-scrambling codes.
Back here in the woods where I'm from, that was just for the rich people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some of those channels would sure put some hair on your chest and make you become of age, if you know what I mean. All of a sudden, you're seeing something that you never like. Is that real? Oh boy! I want one of those.
Digital Rancher was right. He said the C-band satellite dish, K and C-band satellites back in the day. My grandparents, when the Betamax fell apart, they got one of those satellite dishes. Yeah.
Nope. When I was a kid, I remember when those started popping up in people's yards. You're like, just like what Joe Brett says.
Thing?
Oh, somebody's got money.
Yeah. Well, Joe Brad, how's your week been, buddy? Now that you're late to the show, we didn't want to miss your introduction because I'm sure you've got some wild stories to share.
Wild stories. Yeah, that's about it. I've had a great week so far, I guess. Still employed. Still made it to a Tuesday night. Things are looking okay. Yeah, right. I guess I'll go ahead and say it. I've got a video release, but not but one has seen it. Because it was members only so far.
Oh, that's right.
Big shout out to Freddie Mac. He's jumped in there first.
He's a channel member.
He's got the crown.
Nice.
So he enjoyed the video. Maybe the rest of y'all will whenever I make it go public. But yeah.
Well, congrats on the monetization. That for those that are not familiar, in order to be monetized on YouTube, in order to make 50 cents on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 4,000 watch hours. And that 4,000 watch hours has to be contained within a 365-day period. So if you have a video from a couple of years ago that did really, really well, YouTube just says, so what?
We learned the hard way on that one, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Where the hell's my hours going?
Yeah.
Right.
Why is the clock going backwards? Because that's not fair. I
that's
spent a lot of time on that video 2 years ago.
One that had that one, and that's the one that had that 1.2 million that went viral.
And I will say, talking about the 50 cents, in the last 28 days, I have got an even $12.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And welcome UTV and Ham, KD9WNV. Welcome to the Baofeng Army, new channel member. If you see somebody in green in our chat there, those are channel members, and we want to thank you guys for supporting the channel. From the not the Baofeng Army, I forgot what the second one was. From tier 2.
You set it up, man.
I know,
you
right?
set that program up.
I got 1,000 things going on right now. From the second tier up, it's the.
Just
gonna
call
put
it
me on the
tier 2.
spot.
I got it. I got it. I'm getting there.
See, once again, Steve will help us.
In short,
Steve,
the people in green are the ones that's got the big satellite dishes in the backyard. It's very much appreciated that you share your viewing experience with us, but it's also very understandable for us backwoods folks that never had a satellite. So we understand. Thank you for being here.
We have the Please Copy Studio, the QR Zombie Club. What's the other one?
Cigar Lounge.
And the Cigar Lounge.
You made them. What are you talking about?
The
I made
QR
them
Zombie
a long
Club and
time
Up
ago.
is the big one.
Yeah, so if you're in the QR Zombie Club and Up, we give you a shout out at the end of the rock and roll session. So all those names that you see there at the end, those are all of our tier 2 and above subscribers, they're members. So thank you guys for all the support. And it looks like K0H O'Brien using his free 7-month shout out there in the chat as well.
Excellent.
So thank you,
Nice.
Brian, for the 7 months. We appreciate that.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. Everybody.
That's how we keep the show rolling and how we keep giving away some cool stuff. I know probably here in the next month or two we'll check the bank account and get something lined up for the end of summer, maybe early springtime. If Shane doesn't forget, she seems to do quite a bit.
I was thinking Christmas gift because by the time we get our shit together, you know what's going to happen. Because every week Molson's going to say, "Hey guys, we need to talk about it," but he's not even the first one behind the scenes to make sure we're talking about it.
Yeah. And for
And
those
before you know it, we're all having turkey.
And for those of you who don't want to be a channel member and wish to donate, the Buy Me a Coffee is always open. And the link's going to be in the description, and I'm sure Steve will put that up in the in there as well. And there's a new feature in StreamYard. I don't know if you saw this, but StreamYard automatically starred the comment of the new channel member. So there we go. So if you want to buy us a beer and not be a channel member, a one-time donation, you can do that, or you can smash that like button and you can watch an ad before the stream, and that does just as fine. So I think either however you support the channel, we appreciate it. So thank you.
The super chats also get the auto star.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Right. Your contributions put Molson on a boat on a Boston whaler up in those Canadian lakes. If you have
he did that on his
sticker,
own
send
dime.
it up to Molson,
Just so you know.
and he'll. In all seriousness, he did. But we should start slapping stickers on the boats that he goes on.
I'm sure his friends would love that.
Yeah, I'm sure Tom would like that. Tom can come on the show and rank on us.
Yes.
I want to touch on the satellite thing again real quick.
Okay, hit it.
Frank KG6NLW. He says he has a 6 foot across and it covers a UHF band now. I said that's a big one, and he says, yeah, it used to be a TV dish for someone else. They didn't need it, and it was easy enough to convert to UHF. That reminded me, where I'm from, anybody that had a big satellite like that wasn't being used anymore, that become the top of your gazebo.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah.
Or a really big bird bath.
I like
through
this.
all those holes. Unless you had the solid fiberglass ones.
Shane, you laughed. Antique Roadshow. This is going to be a new series on Ham Radio Clubhouse. We're going to go around the country.
Kevin, KD9TXI, Transmit, Indiana. Thanks for becoming a member as well. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Kevin.
So I guess the only thing left is me. I put out a few videos, and now I'm kind of on pause. For those of you that have been in the Discord, I got a little promotion at work, so something I've been chasing for a couple of months now. So I appreciate everybody's patience. I'm gonna try not to get too distracted while we transition over to the new role. Now you can
go over the extra.
Yes, now I can go over the extra because I only work at the office 3 days a week, and the other 2 days a week I work at home, and I don't have to work the weekends.
Look at
no
this
midnights,
guy.
no doubles, no nothing.
No wonder you can't stop smiling. Congratulations.
Well, the smile comes because I got a raise, so.
Hey.
Awesome. Congratulations, bud.
But I know there's some people who
So
would
what are you
ask
gonna
me
buy with that raise?
in the chat. Well, I have to outfit a home office, so that's where it's all going to go.
I know. You're looking for a new desk. Hey, listen, I was thinking of you.
Yes.
Seriously. We in our 911 center, we have the desks that go up and down if you want to stand up. I don't know if you have that up currently at your current work position.
We do, and I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. I didn't think I was going to like them, but man, every once in a while, once you learn how to stand up and still operate at this level, so
Oh yeah,
It helps, man.
Yep.
It's
Thanks for all the congratulations in the chat. You guys are awesome. Yeah, so normally at work I'll do a couple of hours when I first get there drinking coffee and Scout disappears.
Is that the desk going up or the chair going down?
right. He's funny. See, this is why we put him on the show.
No, these standing desks are awesome. My shack's my home office, and this thing is worth every penny. It's great.
Yes. So I did order a standing desk, so it does go up and down. See, Izzo's goes up and down too. That's what happens when he raises a laptop.
Mine's manual.
But yeah, I did get a standing desk for the house, and so the view from the stream's going to change a little bit because I'm taking my monitors off my desk and going to put them on arms so that they can articulate, and so yeah.
Look at
You doing a full pack?
Very good.
Yeah. So Ham Radio Hef says he loves his standing desk as well. Let's see. Cliff Bolts, new channel member. Thanks for joining the Baofeng Army. We try to make
Thank
it
you,
as
Cliff.
easy as possible. I think the Baofeng Army is 99 cents or something like that.
99
So if you
cents,
got a little bit of pocket change, you want to jump in here, then you are
Another
welcome
announcement.
to. Okay, go right ahead, Joe
Right,
Brett.
I'm still, backwoods to this Discord thing, but I learned how to enable automatic rolls if you become a member of my channel. I also just added, if you become a channel member of the Clubhouse, you will get a roll indicating your position there as well.
Oh, really?
So you may get some notifications if you are a part of the Discord and the channel that you join. Be sure if you want that role, you have to have your YouTube account connected or integrated to your Discord account. If you need help with that, we'll go over it in Discord later.
That sounds confusing.
Yeah, everybody
there a
got
way-
quiet. I confused the hell out of everybody.
Yeah. No, is there a way to know that it's connected, that your YouTube's connected? Because I know my
Hey.
Twitch is connected.
You can just click on your name in one of the chats or something, or over on the side, and it'll show at the bottom of your profile. Maybe not on the side, but in the chat.
Oh,
it
yeah,
will.
it says YouTube member. YouTube member Baofeng Army. Look at that.
How about that?
Huh. All right. Then.
There's no
it
other
just-
perks to it right now, but it could be in the future.
I was about to say, that would be
Is it
good
just
for
me that-
giveaways for channel members. Hint, hint,
Yeah,
hint.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Is it just me? But Joe, I feel like I'm listening to an AM radio station right now with Joe Brett with that big 12-inch woofer and that bodacious audio. But give me that lumbar support.
I do have it on the broadcast setting tonight.
Sure.
Yep.
Well, it's in
See?
full podcast mode. So you got that deep.
Do I need to turn it down?
It's a
Well,
little
it's
hot,
just
but
a
not
It
bad.
sounds
It's not
great.
bad.
I like it, man.
Well, that'll turn it down a little bit.
There you go.
Oh,
That'll
that
work.
was good.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Jody
Yeah,
Vassar
fine.
says he heard 3 days in the office and 4 days in the ham shack.
Right.
I'm with you there, buddy. I'm 100%. So
Sports blazer and pajama pants.
the only the only drawback to this transition is it's taking place at the 1st of August. I had one trip that I was going to plan on doing at the beginning of August that they're going to let me continue with, but my time off for the
We
Huntsville
picked and
Ham
choose,
Fest.
did we?
Well, one cost me a ton of money and the other one didn't. So
Joe Bet,
so I won't be making it to the Huntsville Ham Fest. I apologize for those that are going to have to take a half a baby aspirin to get over that.
Wait. You just said you don't work weekends.
I don't.
Fly your happy ass in on Friday night.
There you go, Steve. There you go. See, this is
But that
why
means
we
I
keep
gotta
this
be
is
at
why
work
Steve
Monday
every
morning.
week.
Okay.
Joe Brett
I
makes
know
a
what
joke
happens on
about
Sunday night.
That's Saturday night, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Joe Brett makes a joke about the sports coat and pajama pants, but right there is my backup button-down shirt. In case I need it.
Just in case you got to have one of those meetings.
Yep.
See, that's the nice thing about
You
my
got
line
that.
of work. No cameras.
They're only preferred.
Nothing wrong
where
with
I'm
a
at.
Walmart
They're
clip-on
not required,
tie.
but they're preferred.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong
That's
with that
something else I'm
Walmart
having to
clip-on
learn is
tie
my-
ready.
Walmart clip-ons. That's something, you could do a video filter. Just put the tie on yourself. But that's something else that I've got to get used to doing is Microsoft Teams, because that's what the entire company uses. So that's going to be our point to point in our meetings. Like some of the conference rooms at work have these cameras with a lens that's like this freaking big for the people that are there, and it looks like a HAL 9000 looking at you, whatever because it just automatically looks and finds people sitting at the table. So I'll sit there and look at it like this, and all of a sudden that big ass eye turns and looks at you like, don't laser me. I promise I'm here.
It's going to create your new AI is what it's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
First time I saw it, I started getting flashbacks to watching RoboCop when I was a kid. It was like...
You have 2 seconds to comply.
I'm complying. Yep.
Ed's got it. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that.
Very good, Ed. Very good, Ed.
Yep.
I need to go back and watch that again sometime. I named my it wasn't Instagram, it was one of those other social medias. They have an AI chatbot, and I renamed mine HAL 9000. 45 Auto says that's the eye of Saran. Does that say that right? Sharon, whatever it is.
Sharon, is it?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to pronounce it near as bad as Izzo.
Don't ask me.
I was going to leave it alone. But...
Leave it alone. Yep.
So did anybody participate in? Because I think Molson went out and did POTA. Have y'all been? I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but the bands have been absolute garbage. Everyone has been saying, "Man, I love how many sunspots we got and all that," but the sun is so active that the sun flare or the solar flares wipe it all out.
Mm-hmm.
So did anybody catch Molson during that activation of the park that's never been done before?
No, I was working.
Nope.
It figures he comes up on my ham alert. I got so excited. I'm like,
Yeah.
Well,
when he was on, I was literally out in my yard rehanging my HF antenna in the tree, and I just got all straightened out. I came in and checked my ham alerts. I was like, I should have started that about half hour sooner. It would have been perfect. But
CWJ6F radio says the bands suck. So apparently I wasn't the only one. I couldn't hear anything.
I was going to say, I heard
I'm gonna
Izzo
say
on
yes or no.
17.
Okay.
It's weird. The bands are weird. Do they suck? I don't know. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I miss my 40 meters. I miss rocking out on 40 meters. But I will tell you what I did last night. What happened?
Well, Jason says, "Hell, this is 2023. It's called the Eye of Karen."
He's right. Buy that man bear. He's right.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be speaking to the manager on that one.
Right? Anyway. See, that's why we do this. Some of the people in our chat are the absolute best. But anyway, did anybody work Molson while he was in that previously unactivated POTA park?
I wasn't able to get out to the shack, man.
Press 1.
Yep.
Press 1 if you're in the chat, if you had the opportunity of working Molson.
So I'll sit there and see folks on my helm alert, and by the time I get out to the shack, they're packed up and gone.
They do their 10 contacts and they run.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's been strange? What's going on in Canada? Is there a Canadian POTA thing? I think they do this once a year. Is it the month of July? Does anyone know about this?
Because, on Canada Day,
Canadian,
July 1st, it did a bunch of people that go on that one cross Canadian trail.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of people on that thing.
Yeah.
But the Canadians have been outright incredible. There's this one guy, Yori. I worked him earlier. He has got such a very deep voice. He sounds like DX. But he sounds like a great guy. I can't wait to someday meet him or sometime either virtually or whatever. But the Canadians have been really rocking the bands lately on 20, 40 from what I've seen, some 18 18 megahertz, 17 meters. And it's been fun to chase them. Kind of hard because of where we are. Once again, Craig is right. It sucks. Where normally it'd be like, I mean, Ottawa, no problem. It's a challenge now for me in the Northeast to work Ottawa, Canada. Why? You know, it's frustrating. But I'll tell you what I did last night, though. So I got home last night around 10:30, and I couldn't sleep. I said, I'm going to go have a nightcap. So pulled out this brand new cigar. And before I get to that, I took the 705 outside to the back deck, fired up the tiki candles. And I've been noticing around 10:30 at night, my time, guys. So, excuse me. So base it on East Coast time. Maybe it's the gray line. Been watching, Shane, you introduced us to DXing, I believe it was. The DXing website spotting. I like that website.
DXing.
DXing. I really, really like it. Thank you. And the last couple weeks, you know, a lot of stations that you normally don't hear have been coming in, or at least for me. And it's a challenge for me to work these guys on 10 watts. And we've said it 1,000 times, but once you start learning how the DX is running that pileup, you have a better chance of squeezing in with the big guns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But last night I did work Lithuania, Russia, and Ukraine. I was chasing this ZL guy from New Zealand, and he was anywhere from like a 1-1 to a 5-9. It was just how the bands were.
Right.
But there was an island off of Africa. When I put it into the QRZ app, I when I'm out, it's a small island off of Africa on the East Coast. So it might be in the Indian Ocean. I'm hearing this guy pretty good. I'm like getting real hopeful because if I can hear you, I'm going to be able to work you. But so many people were chasing him. I think it was called Reunion Island. I think it was. It's a French entity. But man, I mean, those are like those obscure ones that the chances of maybe are slim to none that you're going to work them again.
Right.
But the bands are so like I said, around 10:30. So it seems like later at night when the POTA people finally go to sleep and this and that, you know, and the POTA spotting page just shuts down and goes all black. You don't see anybody. I get it. It's just very interesting how the bands start waking up to different parts around the world. And welcome to our hobby. Welcome to our hobby. And if you got the opportunity, go chase it. So, yeah.
So Mike says, Joe Brett, the
Yes.
the DX Heat sounds like one of those movies you could watch if you had a hand cranked satellite dish.
That's right, and a little bit of tin foil, and
and you had to adjust the tracking so that the lines, because it was scrambled, it was all scrambled.
And just make sure that the kids are sleeping. Don't make them come in.
Hey, the kids were the ones watching it.
Right.
What are you talking about?
So something else that happened over the week. For those of you who have not been following the Parks on the Air page, Jason Johnston, who is one of the admins, group experts, says, I've been informed that the POTA dev and support teams do not have the resources to design delivery of the plaque event going forward. Since we don't have sustainable resources, I'm sad to say that this year will be the last year of the POTA plaque event. It's been a pleasure to work with each of you towards meeting the 2023 goals for the event, which by all measures was tremendous success. Thanks for each and one of you contributing to 2023, especially WI9Q, Dave Daniel, for coordinating it. So what does that mean? Well, that just means that the plaque event's no longer going to be a part of Parks on the Airs, but you still have all of your support your parks. And I'm sure they may come up with an additional, support your parks or something like that. Steve, I know you can't say much from behind the scenes, but if I'm speaking out of turn, let me know. Well, but I just want to say, everybody, don't forget about, nothing's changing with POTA, just the plaque event. So the support your park weekends are all going to be exactly the same.
Right. And, you've got the 4 weekends a year that are the support your parks weekends. And I'm looking for another website here real quick.
But these are the people who want awards. I posted on that wretched thing called Facebook and said, I don't care. I appreciate, and I say that from the bottom of my heart. I
Yes.
love this POTA program, period. You don't need to give me a
Right.
piece of paper
Or a
'cause
plaque
I'm
or
still
any
going
of
to get
that.
out
Yeah.
there along as well as so many other people. We all know that, but we do appreciate those over the last few years I've been doing who donated plaques, who did the administration of it. But a lot of us, we don't need this horse doesn't need the carrot. He doesn't need the carrot to get out there. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go out and have some fun and make some contacts.
Right.
And even though the band suck, and the other day and yesterday I only made 31 or 32 contacts. Yeah, I was a little disappointed, but still, I don't
Okay.
give a shit.
At least you
Yeah.
made that many.
Yeah.
It took
absolutely.
me 3 hours to get 11 contacts
Yeah.
on Support Your Parks weekend. So, but speaking of Support Your Parks, I'm gonna throw it out for South Carolina, September 16th. 17th.
Look at nice.
Hey,
Look at
nice.
that. Nice.
We are going
There
to
you
try
go.
to activate all 151 parks in the state.
Oh, cool idea.
Wow.
We have
That is cool. Yeah.
Nice
guys
idea.
set to go to every stinking park.
Cool.
Actually have some that are taking a boat down to the one that I've already done via boat.
Nice.
All right.
Trying to
Nice.
I
convince
have
them
to
into
ask,
doing
because
it.
Damn
this
harder.
is really intriguing. How do you start organizing a statewide event like that? Do you reach out to other people you know across the street who are active and say spread this around to your club and so on?
So
I'm really interested in how to build something like that, like a state level Support Your Parks weekend. That's a
this
cool
one,
idea.
the website was thrown up by another ham, and he just kind of spun it up and said, "Hey, let's do this." Luckily, our league leadership here in the state is a big POTA guy.
Mm-hmm.
He happens to also be a member of YCARS, who has taken the plaque for the club the last 3 years running. You know,
Son of a guns.
yeah, I know, but John's
You better
a good
be
guy.
out there, Mo.
So, John's kind of said, "Hey, let's do this. Let's run with it." We found the website, reached out to the guy, and said, "Hey, let's talk about this. Let's get it going." And we're just pushing it. And actually, Jason, Ham Radio Hef, is also a member of YCARS, and he's going to be in on that as well. So
That's a very
Excellent.
cool idea. That because I'm a project engineer type guy, so the logistics is just right up my alley, and just the idea of coordinating with other hams across the state, that who's going to be at which park and everything like that, and do you have it all covered and stuff like that. That just sounds like a lot of fun.
yeah, we've got one park here in the state that is only accessible by boat, and that's the one that a couple of buddies of mine and I went down and activated, and one of the other guys in the club wants to go down. So I was like, "Hey guys, go this weekend." We actually went down on a Support Your Parks weekend and got way too many contacts in an hour with 3 operators.
Can you have too many
You
contacts in
can't
one
get
hour?
way too many.
You can't have too many contacts.
Well,
Come on.
When you're out there baking in the sun, and they want to
Yeah.
go, but it's like the contacts won't stop.
Right. Last
Well,
call.
you don't
for
say
an
last
hour.
call. You don't say last call.
Right.
No, you don't get a last call.
No, I found you have to do the Irish goodbye and just go QRT. But
Bye.
sorry.
Yeah, you really
And-
do.
And we were talking about that last week, and it's just in the past few years I've been involved. When I started off, like I said, there's many times I was checking into like the YL net or the Marine Time net just so I can get 10 contacts. And now it's like, oh, I only have an hour, so I better stay away from 20 meters, else I'll be here for 2 hours. It's amazing how much this POTA experiment has exploded into something just huge. It's just fun to do.
And spread across the world.
Yeah.
That's what's exciting. Now you got
Yeah.
DX working parts, and I always try to get those.
No, it's huge.
Steve, is it
Yeah.
150? Is it 151 countries? I thought I heard 151 for a number.
151 is the number of parks in South Carolina.
No. But I thought there was 151 entities now, countries, including the United States. Is that too? Do I have that wrong?
That number I'll have to go look up. But actually, Tom W4ID was one of the guys out on that trip with me, where we went out on the boat. So
Mike Cade MRD made a good point. Last call is a guaranteed pileup. I think about setting up my voice key that when I start out saying CQ POTA. I should just start off last call POTA, last call POTA.
I listened to a guy just the other day. I was out here and I made contact with him when he said, last call. Yep. And then I spun the dial and I come back 5-6 minutes later and I heard him say, okay, really, this is going to be the last one. You guys know me way too well. I can't leave you hanging. You poor
turned into the Midwest goodbye.
I hate to be selfish, but I've done it. Can you squeeze one more in, as the guy is saying? Can you squeeze one? And one or two times I did it. I didn't do it as a cheapo, but the guy had such a great signal here at my house. I just wanted to tell him, man, his audio was beautiful, a beautiful 5.9, and he's like, okay, I'll put you in the log.
Yep. Now I will say,
it's the little things in life.
I have heard guys call last call, and when I'm at a park, I'll hit them with a park to park. They'll give me the contact, and they're like, okay, I'm going QRT, frequency's yours.
Yep.
Yeah.
And those are stand-up guys. And if I have somebody that, is coming to me and I've made my activation and I want to move, and they hit me with park to park, I'll offer them the same thing.
Yep.
Same here. Yep.
Exactly. The frequency, go for it. Here you go.
I've heard that a few times. That's good stuff.
Yep. And you know what's kind of hard about that, though? But guys, you know what's kind of hard about, and we all agree, it's deeply appreciated. That is in our hobby. That's like one of the top things of so you're an awesome ham. I'm going to tell you that you're a great ham. But one time, one guy did that to me. I wasn't ready. I wasn't even ready.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready. But man, let me tell you something. You get ready real fast, man.
You get ready real quick.
You get ready. You get ready. Get that hammers going. Let's go.
But yeah, I just looked. That was Old Island, which is K3906. It was 67 contacts in a little over an hour. And that was 3 operators passing the mic while we're floating on a boat. Yeah.
Floating on a boat.
So,
talking about them 3 operators, somebody mentioned or did a video or something. Anyway, I found out by YouTube or something about the POTA Plus extension for like Chrome or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Huh?
No. Tell us more.
It's like one of the most wonderful freaking things, especially if you have rig control. Some people use it just not even for rig control, but I use it. I open up Chrome, I go to POTA site, and with the POTA Plus extension installed, I'm running rig control where all I got to do is click on the spot. It puts my radio over onto the frequency. When I make the contact, I hit QSL and log, and it automatically respots them with the information of the signal report and puts it into my logger. So I was having to take notes and listen for a while to get these multiple operators at a park and copy and paste, as I logged them one by one. With POTA Plus, it's got a spot where you just keep entering them separated by commas. And I just type them in as I give them, and when I hit that log, it just puts them all individually into my logger. It is sweet.
Now you're going to make me go look
for
that extension.
Ham Radio Health says he'll have a video coming out on that soon, so be looking for it.
There you go.
Good.
You should run it next week in front of the Clubhouse stream.
I still got a headache trying to figure out how to look at my profiles on Discord. Now you're laying all that on.
He says, hold on tonight,
buddy. Hold on. Yeah.
And I want to rant, but this is not the crowd that needs to hear it. And I'm so confused. You brought up POTA and that freaking Facebook page. I'm going to say it anyway because I want to.
Get mad, Joe Brett. Get mad. It's okay.
This audience is not, I don't think anybody here even needs to hear this, but what's up with the damn people that think you only can operate one way? And if you're in this chat and you posted this, whatever, sorry, I disagree with you. This guy's like, why do y'all even bother giving out the part number? It doesn't matter. The hunter doesn't need it. Well, by God, I do, because I like to have it.
I like to log it.
When I'm
So-
manually logging you, I want to know your part number, because when I come back and hear you an hour later and you're in another park, I want to know that I'm not a duplicate, that I'm not
Yes,
taking
correct.
up
You are
space
correct.
with somebody else that needs that contact. If
Yeah.
I've already made contact in
So
that
you're
park,
right,
I can move on. But if you're in a new one, by God,
Amen.
stand by, I'm coming through. You know?
You gotta
Or Joe,
kick
or
on the
Joe,
heater,
or,
huh?
or Joe, how about this?
Preach.
If
Yep.
Can I
if
get
there,
an
Joe,
amen?
if there are a few minutes, amen. If there are a few minutes before late shift, and then you go into late shift, you want to work them
Exactly.
again.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
want
yeah.
because now you get them before and after late shift hunting.
Yeah. So yeah, in by the rules of POTA, the part number really doesn't matter as a hunter to me. But personally, the way I log and to keep up with whether I've worked you in that part, and I like to go back, because when I put your call sign in my logger, I get this little window that says work before, and it shows me all our contacts. And I like to say, dang, I worked him in that park a lot, or hey, I hadn't worked him in this park at all, or her, excuse me. But
Also, too, what I'll also do too, I'll also say not only my park, but I'll say operating from Connecticut, because
Yeah.
maybe some guys want to know, or if they're using a beam, the guys at the house who are using a beam, you know, or whatever. Hey, listen, if you once again, man, everyone just relax.
just
Yeah.
have fun.
fun.
I mean,
We're gonna have fun.
whenever I activate, I always, not every exchange, but I'll say I'm calling CQ from Kilo XYZ and give the park name and the state that I'm in, because there's a lot of people, that you have the spotting page, but some of us don't spot. Like I'll sometimes go out there and just start calling CQ, and there be people that are rolling through the dial and they don't know what park I'm at or what state I'm in or anything like
Good
that.
point.
So just give them the damn information. It ain't no big deal. It's a couple of extra breaths.
It's so easy to listen and assume that the other person's doing things the same way you are, that they're using the same logging software as you are, they got the same interests, they got the same setup, where you don't know. It could be somebody who's first time ever seeing POTA, and they're sitting there with a post-it note going, what's all this stuff? I should write it down, you know? So just be courteous.
Well, and if you say I'm at Kilo 3 XYZ and you don't give any context to it, they're like, well, is it ground wave next door? Is it Connecticut? Is it Texas? Is it California? Where the hell are you?
And look, and I'm not even going to bother. If you're not giving out the part number, I'm not going to bother. I'm probably not even going to ask you, because one, you're either going to eventually say it when you do your 10-minute. Every now people usually say it eventually.
And you should be listening. And you should. Oh, the key word, the L word. You're supposed to be listening.
It's not a contest. I'm not in a hurry, so I'll sit there and listen. And if you don't say it, well, somebody eventually is going to ask you anyway,
right?
So I'm gonna get it. If you're not, or I'm gonna look at the spotting page.
And Four Wheel and Redneck makes a good point where he says, I've had people correct my park number because I fingered the part number in the spotting thing. I've done that.
I was gonna say, Shane, you had a video, didn't you?
Yeah.
When I was working at Twofer, the guy asked me how can I be in a park in Wisconsin and North Carolina at the same time. Well,
it's a trail.
It's magic.
It's a trail. Hey, look, seriously, the Appalachian Trail goes from the Carolinas all the way up through Maine. So there you go.
Things happen, and it's it makes it part of the fun, even though it can be aggravating sometimes. I'll never forget the day that I was calling CQ. I think this was before POTA was a thing. I was sitting there calling CQ, making some contacts, and at the 6, I remember he was caller number 6, and he says, "Hey, buddy, if you'll switch sidebands, you'll probably make more contacts." 73.
Oh, you were on the upper or the lower, not lower or the upper.
I'm on 40 meters calling CQ on upper sideband.
On upper side.
But 6 people figured it out and made contact.
Say, at least somebody flipped the switch. They're like, oh, hey, he sounds better over here.
Yeah.
So once again, if everybody would just relax, everyone just needs to see, we're going to relax. We're going to take a deep breath. Kama Sutra. There you go. See? Kama Sutra.
Go ahead, Scout.
I remember years ago, I went up to the North Shore, and I was on a Summits on the Air activation. I had my little QRP radio and just the 20-meter Pactena, and it was a contest weekend. The bands are packed. I finally found an empty space. I started calling CQ. I made 4 contacts. Then the 5th contact goes, "Oh, by the way, you're on 14352. You're out of band." I'm like, Okay,
Oops.
okay, I'll go back in the band, but can I get your call sign really quick so I can get this activated? Thank you.
Give me a second and I'll dial it back.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, guys, we don't need plaques.
Oh,
We don't need
No.
the plaques. Once again, we deeply, deeply appreciate. Matter of fact, guys, they have this button on the homepage of the POTA where you could donate through PayPal. Give them a few bucks.
Yep.
Keep this program. Because let me tell you something. For those of you who are the OGs like me and KAMRD, you're an OG. You know what I'm talking about. We've been doing this for a real long time. And Carrie and so many of the great POTA people. It all started with a paper, and then you have to go upload. Now it's you take that ADF and you just drop it into the website. If that hasn't been one of the greatest advancements to the program, and I'm sure there's a few more, throw them out there, guys. But to able to upload our logs individually, so guys like Steve, remember the days of the call sign POTA coordinators who had to take our logs. All right, Steve, how many hours
to K5 at?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hours and hours per week.
I never used paper. I always had hammers. I didn't have hammers. There was another one that was for your Hamlog. That's it. The one that was on my iPad, because I always had my iPad. But that's one thing I've enjoyed. Hammers has been fantastic.
Ed's asking me a question. Did I say something wrong?
No.
Okay, I want to make sure I didn't
No,
say
we're
anything.
gonna leave it alone.
No, there wasn't nothing wrong. It was out of context.
So that means I did, but we're not going to tell Don until after the show.
You got it, buddy.
Yep.
That's for the after chat.
All right, can I tell you about this? Can I tell you about this great cigar?
Yeah,
do it.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay.
Your Brett don't sound too excited.
All right.
Golly, I
Guys,
turn around and
you
look
see
at the
this
screen. There's a big enter on the screen.
thing? Okay, this is the Jaguar.
Jaguar.
It's called
Sorry.
Jaguar. Jaguar.
Like the
If you
not
are a
Yagi, Jaguar.
No, not Yagi. If
Okay.
you are a cigar smoker, I highly recommend you go to YouTube and you go to the J.C. Newman website. You can learn about this cigar, of the origins of how it is. They are not perfectly rolled cigars because when they're done, they're not in no rolling. They get put into like this a palm tree leaf, and they gotta get bundled together. But this is a Connecticut broadleaf with all Nicaraguan binder and fillers. They don't make a lot of them. Shane, I sent you an email.
Yeah, I
You,
saw that.
Mike, Tank, and Jason. It's a very interesting story behind these, and they're not expensive. And they are just an incredible, incredible cigar that, man, I wish I could buy a couple boxes like right now, and I can't. So, but this is what I'm smoking tonight. This is a really, really nice cigar. I started last night. I had one, what I called my late shift last night. I just wanted to go outside and just listen to the crickets, and next thing I know, like I said, Ukraine is bombing in on 20 meters and everything, and everything. So
There's so
But
much
anyway.
context in bombing in Ukraine. I mean,
Oh, did I say that wrong? Oh,
I
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
gonna go there.
I'm sorry, guys. No, booming it. I'm sorry. I mean that. I seriously, I mean that.
That's going to be a fun
And
one.
look at
for
this.
the-
Look at this.
What the
Look at this,
actual?
guys. I'm gonna put this train. I'm putting the train back on the tracks.
Sorry, I just caught what Ed posted in the general Clubhouse chat. It's like the perpetual wedgie going on. I'm like, what the heck?
That's right. You make this. You make this muscle. You make these muscles get bigger, bro, my friends. This is the Smoking Ape. Smoking Ape has helped me over the last a few weeks. I used one of those coffee and ham radio antennas the other day, guys. If you're if you're like me, you just can't have one antenna. You got to have a lot of antennas.
Right.
If you don't have one of those coffee and ham radio antennas, get one. I picked up the Aries Model 1. And when I tell you in 10 minutes I was on the air, push it up on the push-up mast, the tent or the landscaping stake or whatever that stake is that we all bought for $3 on Amazon. You run that ground wire out. You just throw it on the grass. You plug in your coax. You put it into your tuner, and next thing you know, yeah, even in horrible band conditions, it was amazing. This was such a simple and I almost said a bad word here, the E word. It went up really easy. That's all we're going to say. But the quality build of materials at this Coffee and Ham Radio research and development team. Does that sound real good?
Yeah.
Who's that? Chuck?
Oh, it's Smoking Ape.
Maybe the Ape. I don't care who it was.
Mr. Toroyd himself.
Mr. Toroyd himself. And Jim. I'll bet you Jim had some swears over this thing, but it was probably damn worth it because let me tell you something. Guys, if you're looking for a fun antenna to get on the air with, pick it up, man. I highly recommend it. It'll make you happy while you're doing your POTA and your field days and your winter field days and you're operating your special events and heck, I'm working guys in Wisconsin and Minnesota, and I'm like, hey, you guys know Scout 75? And everyone's like, who? It's this who?
Who's this guy?
KD9 who? Where's she? But again, to the Coffee and Ham Radio guys, A++ antenna. I highly recommend it. So
Who?
that's all I got to say. I'll be quiet.
Who, guys?
I was gonna say that show you keep going on.
Yeah.
That antenna's made by the Barefoot guys, man.
Oh, that's their website.
It's
I
good.
was gonna try
it
to
costs
show
half as much as the Pac-10.
That's true. Which it's funny, Joe Brett, you and I are kind of on the same wavelength because I was about to bring up that the Pac-10 Mini was still in stock. Yeah, it's not in stock anymore. I think we got rid of them all on.
Well, there you go.
On
Your only
Jason's
choice
channel
now
the
is the
other day.
car antenna.
Yeah, so the Coffee and Ham Radios, and they've got a 9-to-1, an in-fed half wave. They got all kinds of stuff out there. So if someone has their link, man, drop that link in there, and you guys, it supports a fantastic 2-day a week. I believe it's 2 days a week. YouTube channel. They talk a lot more ham radio than we do, just so you know.
Ape, I know you got that link. Go ahead and drop it.
I see Ape in there. So
When you talk about Jim swearing, putting the things together, I just picture him swearing like there's no tomorrow, trying to put the packaging tape on the boxes. As he's putting it up.
No, that's just when he's trying to find a radio.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly.
I need more Dr. Pepper. Let's go.
So, Joe Brett, I mean, we're at the top of the hour. Do you want to promote the show that you're going to be on? Was that tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, with Bill, Ham Radio Basics. I believe it starts at 6 p.m. Central. I'll be sitting there staring at the camera and not saying much while Bill tries his best to get me to speak.
And do you have the link yet for that, or is he sent it to you?
Yeah, I got the link. I wasn't ready, man.
So throw the link in there, man. You should always
you're
have
not
your links
ready. When a POTA activator gives you the frequency, what do?
Oh,
You tell him, please copy.
Get ready. I'm ready.
So that's what we should just start saying. If everyone's going to start getting upset about stuff, why don't we just start saying, please copy?
Right.
And make that go viral again.
Right.
No, we may normalize it.
And then also, Joe Brett, while you're at it, for those that are going to the Huntsville Ham Fest, Joe Brett and his lovely wife have created some T-shirts for the Huntsville Ham Fest. So if you want to showcase your fine artistic abilities with, I believe the wife was responsible for the idea and Joe Brett was the execution.
Yes, that's it.
Joe, can you ask her to make a Clubhouse T-shirt for us? But
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Tell her I'll pay her whatever. I mean, what does she want? An Amazon gift card?
You could do the same. I mean, just throw out ideas of what you want, and I'll see what I can mash up.
I get stuck. No, because I've taken some of your artwork. I have a folder up in the cloud, and I'm like, I think no, seriously, man. I know this would look nice, but do we want to do it? Because a lot of people keep saying, "Hey, I want that Clubhouse T-shirt. I want that Clubhouse T-shirt." I keep saying I want a Clubhouse T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I come close to trying to put one together, but
so that one right there, you can customize with your own call sign.
Yeah,
with that little pencil icon down there at the bottom right of the blue shirt. Yeah,
right there.
Customize. You can change the entire shirt. You can take that graphic completely off of it and put your face on it if you want to. Whatever you want to do.
I will say,
Mine will be here tomorrow.
That is quite the representative of the stickers
That's pretty. Ain't it?
Isn't it pretty? Because
I like that. I like that.
So we have what happens at the pavilion.
Stays with the pavilion.
I thought
You're right,
that-
Shane. You're right, Shane. You're absolutely right.
We're taking a group photo there. That's what.
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
Yeah. It's got
And then
nothing to do with the bourbon.
And then we've got the parks on the air at Montesano. We actually have some radio going on. So
Antennas. Yeah.
You just need Norm laying against one of the trees.
Norm is one of the twos. Norm is one of the twos laying down that sticker.
Yeah, exactly.
Norm was actually in there. He's just on the right on the other side of the corner of the mountain, next to the trees.
But no, Joe, that logo is pretty awesome.
I like that. I'm sitting there as soon as I've done that. I'm like, how am I going to come up with something prettier than that next year? But we'll see.
Hey, look at there. If you're going to enjoy your coffee in the early mornings, you can have a Joe Brett Huntsville Montesano 2023 coffee cup.
And head, some
I bet
what's
that's
nice
probably customizable too.
about,
I think it is.
Everything
Yes,
in the
they
store
are.
is customizable.
I was just say hats off to Spreadshirt for doing that, because if you want one of those barbecue, while you're barbecuing, one of those man aprons and stuff, you can have that on your apron for crying out. You can even get one of those fuzzy shag toilet seat covers, and I'm sure you can put it on there too and everything. It is amazing.
Montesano
It is amazing what
2023 as I
spread-
take it down.
Yeah. Hell.
So
may want
I
curtains.
don't know, Joe Brett. Did you see the comment here from Dennis? I want to take a photo of Joe Brett doing the eyebrow thing in real life and put that on a T-shirt.
There you go. There you go.
Well,
Hey guys,
and Dennis will get his opportunity to do that. I believe he will be making an appearance in August.
Uh-oh.
Hey guys, speaking of Dennis, we talked about it last week. My Denko t-shirt came in. Nice quality, nice job, Dennis. So guys, if you want batteries from, looking for some battery alternatives, go check out Dennis's website. And if you want a cool t-shirt, maybe I'll wear it next week, because this week
There
I
you
wanted
go.
to wear it. But
So
real
we
nice.
had someone in the chat mention, and I'm trying to track it down. Said, did we miss Izzo's list? There we go. So Jody says 72 minutes in, has Izzo started his list yet?
No.
So Izzo, did you have some things off of your list that you wanted to discuss?
We talked about the POTA plaque. We talked about Molson. Let's see. I'm going through all the bullet points here. The coffee and ham radio's antenna, the cigar.
Izzo shows up prepared, unlike the rest of us.
Yeah, we just rack it.
It's
Yeah, we
actually
just show up
it's
and go,
actually. So hey, I'm gonna tell you what I do. Okay, and I don't log on the computer of my hunting Acusos. And for those of you guys who do it, great. God bless you. I'm not there yet. I don't think who knows? Maybe in 10 years I will be. But I just carry one of these pads out with me. And you can't see it because of the glare. But basically, and then I draw a line when the UTC time changes. And I just write the band, the call sign, and the park number. That's it. So I don't do a dupe. That's all.
You
and
don't
to me,
write
this
the
is
time
this is
of the contact?
no. What do I care? I'm hunting.
Oh, okay. Okay, I guess.
As a
I'm
hunter,
hunting.
yeah.
As a hunter. Oh yeah, this is hunting.
You don't
This
even
is
need the part number on.
Nope.
Yes, yeah. Well, yeah.
Ah.
What state are you in? What was that?
Yeah.
Unless you're in another park,
I wrote down leather pants over here. I don't know what the leather pants means.
Is that your Amazon list?
That's where my mind went, and I just didn't want that picture.
No, why
Yeah,
the
no
hell
kidding.
would I write? Seriously, it says ED leather pants. Why would I?
That's because you were after that new Loverboy album.
YMCA.
Oh, I wouldn't look good with chaps. I did write down
We
the
agree. We agree.
FX4 CR. I did write down FX-4 CR. Our buddy Kevin ran that radio out in the only hams. Look at that. Up in Iowa on his farm, and I've been real tempted. I've been tempted to go buy that radio, but I'm gonna wait. I'm trying not to. I gotta be we all got to save some money. We all got to do some fixer-uppers or, and this and that. I can't be buying another radio. And
I was gonna say, you got kids starting college.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm paying her bill tomorrow. Trust me, I'm paying her bill
Ouch.
tomorrow. Well, she's getting one freebie out of Dad. She gets the one that was, and she knew it. She said, I told her, I said, listen, if financial situations were anything different, I wish I had the money when you were born, when you were conceived. I wish we started putting money away. I'm sorry, I'm a bad father. I apologize.
I told her when I was up there
you know.
how to get money for college.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I
She
know.
just had to go get her technician license.
There's
Yeah,
a
I know.
lot of free
Lot.
money out there.
And there is, and it did knock down the bill, but she knows next semester it's going to be on her, and whatever they do, deferred loans or whatever it is, or
Hey,
however that
she can
works.
still get her license,
But-
and we can still get her, scholarships that way.
Yeah, tell her to get her
All right,
technician.
well, then hang on. I'm going to cross off leather pants, and we're going to write down
Scratch
Maggie
that out. Put
technician.
in Maggie technician
Maggie-
class.
Maggie technician. I am. What the heck? Why not? Why not? All these kids should be doing this stuff.
They should.
They could. I mean, what other hobby can you join and then become a little, I don't want to say disgruntled, but, you start trying to make improvements later on. No different than any other hobby. I've said it before. You guys know it. The guys who are collecting stamps and coins, they're complaining about something. So,
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's always something.
Does anyone remember the band Yellow Card?
Mm-hmm.
So I just found out. So Yellow Card's like an alternative, like punk band from the early 2000s, and it was around when Green Day and all these guys were coming around. I just found out today that Yellow Card is playing a show in Dallas tomorrow, or today's Tuesday, Thursday. And I went and looked at tickets, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to go see Yellow Card. So I bought tickets to go see a band that I had listened to when I was in high school, and they're playing again, and they're playing the album that I bought back then. And I was like,
all right, so this is what you need to do.
that's cool.
Besides that, but you're going to tell them you're going to get that backstage pass, and then you're going to say, I've been listening to you. I'm a big fan. I've been fanning you now for 23 years. Tell you what, we got this great YouTube show. Will you mind cutting some music for us?
That's right. Yeah.
There you
And
go.
we'll promote. There you see.
I mean,
man,
we got
business.
the shout out from Joel Hoekstra from White Snake. So,
right.
we should probably replay that again sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that was cool.
Because we probably have a lot of new people that have never seen that. Maybe I'll put that
I gotta
in
get
the
my buddy
countdown next week.
Jeff, and my buddy Jeff. I gotta get him. He's been busy. He bought a new house, but get on that bass and do something again for us too, because he
Yeah.
can make that
Yeah.
bass guitar talk.
Is he the guy that had the antique radio collection that was on?
Yes.
That wrote
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then he wrote that CQ song.
that CQ song? How
Yep.
come you don't play that one so well? That is so cool.
I'll dig it out of the
Yeah,
archives.
that was one of the coolest
maybe
things
maybe
ever.
next week the countdown music will be that particular song, and then we'll we'll play the when Joel Hoekstra did a shout out for the Clubhouse and mentioned all of us by name.
And for anybody else who needs those cameo shout out, contact us at hamradioclubhouse@gmail.com. You will get a personalized cameo message.
We will
All
do a
it takes-
shout out for you.
It doesn't make a difference. Birthdays, bachelor parties, bar
This is what
mitzvahs.
chaps saying Merry Christmas to you.
Now I better order those leather pants on here. Seriously, why the hell did I? This is going to bother me. Why did I write leather pants on this piece of
Where's
paper?
the bottle of
It's
gin?
bothering
Just
you,
Right. Right.
It's bothering me.
The rest,
Because
the rest
it's
of
all
us
my.
is just the mind. Just it's no longer there anymore. Oh goodness! What
Look at
else
this,
we
back
have?
on July. Okay, keep on talking. I'll
Yeah.
keep
What
looking
else
at
we have? Do we have anything coming up as far as? I guess the next POTA plaque or not plaque event, but the next Support Your Parks is going to be the fall,
Mm-hmm.
I believe, and that's
'Cause
what.
We just had the summer one.
So
and
the
the-
fall one is when October, November.
It was October, if I remember
October. If I, yeah.
I'm putting everybody else on the spot, Joe Brett. See, I don't
Isn't
just
it like
do you.
usually the same weekend that the Boy Scouts have the
Third
Jubilee
full
on
weekend. Yeah, third full weekend of October
Okay,
is,
there we
is
go.
the fall Support Your Parks. Now, For those of you that activated for the summer Support Your Parks, if you submitted your logs on that day and you haven't gone out and done a POTA again since, the next time you go out and activate, you'll get the award for activating for Support Your Parks.
Oh, so it's behind until you do another
It-
submission
Well,
or lags.
it got corrected, but it
You gotta
wasn't
unlock
in
the
the
code.
automatic side.
Okay.
So those of us that activated and then uploaded on that day, yeah, I still don't have my award.
So you have so many people in Facebook crying that I didn't get my PDF of my award.
I get my award. I didn't get my award.
Yeah.
It happens.
There it is. There it is. There it is. It's the smallest
That's-
violin.
Yeah. Playing My Heart Bleeds for You.
Oh. Dude, Tony Bennett passed away.
He did.
I don't know about something. I was not a huge Tony Bennett fan, but growing up, my uncles were back in the 70s. And I didn't realize how much of his music was played in various movies for the last, 40, 50 years. I mean, what an iconic legend.
He cut an album with Lady Gaga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, I really didn't know who she was. And I had these, I will admit, I had some negative thoughts about her. But when I listened to her, it changed me right around. I have so much respect for her. She
That
has an
album's
incredible
really good.
voice.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
album
it is. It's
very good.
And it was, it was kind of weird now when, when you're losing these icons and now you're hoping that other people will continue to now, I'm not say step into that, but become icons also,
Also, I think Billy
Because-
Joel has decided that this 2024 will be, because he does once a month. He does a show at Madison Square Garden, and I think 2024 is going to be the last year that he's going to do that show at Madison Square Garden. So I will be making that trip as well to go check that out.
come up here, my friend.
Yeah.
Well-
So Mike put it best in the chat. Lady Gaga is stupid talented. She is fantastic. She may make a total ass out of herself sometimes, or just her being weird, but she is really, really talented in piano,
Right.
lyrics.
Oh yeah,
Fantastic.
she can sing.
I don't
Without-
agree-
without the
I don't
auto-tune and
agree.
stuff like that.
I don't agree with the costumes.
Yeah.
Just sing.
Yeah.
Let your singing be you. I'm a firm believer. Let your singing be you. And this is coming from a guy whose mother never bought him singing lessons, and for a damn good reason, because I can't sing.
He can't.
That's
yodel.
why.
Yeah.
My mother told me play an instrument. Just play an instrument. Take all that high air and play the trumpet. She says you'll do the world a favor.
Yeah, that Lady Gaga, she doesn't need the gimmicks that she does. I mean, she can build out the tune very well. But hey,
Oh yeah.
And play the piano.
Yep.
Yeah.
But while we're talking about people gone too soon, Kevin Mitnick, famous hacker, also
Oh, really?
also the
Freak out.
most expensive ham license ever because he
Wait,
had
who?
Kevin
passed
Mitnick.
away?
He was November 6th, November Hotel Golf.
And do you know who has a video on that?
Ah,
You do?
Digital
I
Rancher.
do not. Digital Rancher has a very good video explaining all that to you.
And what did he do?
He was a hacker that actually got busted by the FBI, and because of the felony, lost his ham license, but petitioned to get it back, and is a almost god in my field now. After he got rehabbed,
Mhm.
when he got out of prison and everything, he started a bunch of great companies and did a lot for corporate security on the cyber side.
Interesting.
So,
I didn't know that.
matter of fact, all those emails that you guys get from corporate that are phishing attempts and stuff, one of his companies was the one that kind of pioneered that.
That's cool.
So
We get them once a quarter.
oh, I get. I
only
got-
once a quarter.
I got in trouble with our internal training people because you get every week you gotta read this work instruction or whatever. I just deleted them, and I said, "Well, I thought those were the fishing things," so I just deleted them like I'm supposed to. And yeah,
Nice.
that didn't get over very well.
I thought for a minute you were referring to the guy who was grid down, because I still watch his video. I probably watch his video at least once or twice a week, even if I'm set. I could be
It's
at
a good
work.
laugh, yeah.
It is something that every once in a while I just need that. I just need that grid down video.
Mhm.
His watch hours are he can maybe thank me someday for his watch hours.
Yeah, there you go.
But
And Dennis, if you have one of his business cards, treasure that, my friend,
Right.
because it was a breakout lockpick set.
nice.
So let's go back to our man in the field at the lake, Daniel
Look at him.
Molson. How was
He's chillax-
how was the catch? Was the fish biting?
Not much tonight.
Okay.
Molson, you are chill. He
I'm
is
what?
chillacking up there. Look at him. You're
Oh, yeah.
chillacking. I learned that word. It means chilling out. But the new kids say chillacking. I don't know why.
Chillaxing?
Chillaxing. I don't know why we just can't say relax.
That comes from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air rap. Chilling out, relaxing. Right? Relaxing.
Now, do you have a DQ up there?
No.
Oh, the disappointment.
He's in the boondocks. He's way up there. Then if there's no Dairy Queen up there, he's really
Right.
Where's the nearest Walmart? Where's the nearest Walmart?
2.5 hours.
Oh,
You are in the middle of nowhere.
Oh,
Did you bring a radio with you so you can at least
yeah.
be away
Yeah.
from all that noise?
He went and played POTA. Of course, he has a radio with him.
I did Driftwood Provincial Park, which is gorgeous. I posted pictures on Twitter.
Nice.
And I did Lamont Provincial Park, which was the first time ever activated by yours truly.
Nice.
And
Good.
there's a bunch
ATNL,
of
look at him.
there's a bunch of other parks, but they're remote parks. I'm trying to see. There's a lot that are not activated, but they're fly-in. Some of them are fly-in only.
Mm.
So
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm not. I ain't spending that cash to fly in for a POTA. So we'll see.
I got really
Molson,
excited when Daniel first got on screen because the background was a little more washed out, and that telephone pole looked like a Yagi.
That's what I thought it was too. Joe, I'm thinking along the same lines. Hey, Molson, serious question. What kind of an antenna did you use for your POTA activation? What'd you use?
For both of the POTAs, I used the Cartena Aries.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, Coffee and Ham Radio again. Look at that.
Yeah.
For the win.
Yeah, so
Look at that.
so-
We're just talking about them.
I just set it up with the spec. I didn't tune it. I didn't tweak it. I just did the 17.5 feet as a counterpoise, and it's a random. It's a 9-to-1, right? So you have to tune
Correct.
it anyways.
Right.
So
keep
that's-
it simple.
And then I have I set up the dipole in the backyard here. So I don't know. I could get on the radio and make some contacts if people if the chat want to make contact.
Oh,
But,
look at this, guys.
But I brought my battery from my pickup truck. I brought my Yaesu FT950. And
did you pull the battery out of that? I don't want to say Zamboni, out of that Olympia that was in the boneyard. Did you pull?
No, I didn't.
The Olympia.
No.
Did you pull the battery?
That battery was already dead.
source.
Right.
I told Tom when he dropped this off. I said, "Tom, you're famous now." He goes, "Then you can call me Tommy Boy." So yeah.
So does that Zamboni run?
I don't think so.
It will before you leave, I bet.
I was about to say it won't take long.
I can just see Daniel going, what the hell? I'm going to go work on it.
What the hell?
Give me the
Put it on
duct
the
tape.
trailer.
Give me the duct tape.
Give me a bottle of propane
That's why you
and a
have
battery.
kids.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some. I think I'm gonna do a video. I want to do. We're gonna not tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to rain. The next day we're gonna go up to there's an old fire tower lookout my great grandfather used to work out of, and so it's a trek. It's a trek to get there.
Ooh.
But it's on the top of a hill, beautiful lookout, and I'm gonna. It's not a park, but I'm gonna set up the antenna. I'm gonna make some contacts from there on Thursday, and it's gonna be cool. But I've been filming a lot of stuff, and I got to figure out a way to put it together where it tells a story, hopefully. So we'll see.
Can you do that tomorrow? Because I'm off tomorrow. Can you do that tomorrow? Because I go back to work on Thursday. Do you mind rearranging your vacation?
Yeah, I need it to suit to what I've got going on.
It's going to rain tomorrow.
I would do it tomorrow, but we're supposed to have 70% chance of rain tomorrow. So I ain't going out there if it's downpouring.
I don't blame you there.
Yeah.
Oh, where is that tough Canadian spirit? Come on, you're tough. Your forefathers were eating whale blubber for crying out loud. Come on.
Whale blubber.
Yes. Come on. Where's that good old Canadian? Let's get going. We'll get up here. Canadian.
This isn't Alaska.
You're not the kind of guy that Jack London used to write about. I mean, come on.
I'm not Inuit, Izzo. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, it's been great up here. You know, you can walk into the bush 30 feet, and the ground is littered in blueberry bushes. Like you have grass that grows back home. Here, it's blueberry bushes. So
that helps what? So that helps the what? Seriously, that helps what? The moose, the bears, anybody else, and the birds who's feeding on this stuff, I guess, right?
Everybody, yeah. Just don't be on the same patch as a bear when he wants them.
Yeah, no kidding.
No.
That's like, don't take my Blizzard. Don't take my Dairy Queen Blizzard.
Right.
No, that's what we do. Blueberry picking up by my parents' cabin, and we make sure to bring a FM radio with just to make extra noise because you don't want to be crawling around in the bushes and come nose to nose with a black bear. That they don't like that.
The when you go into the bush, you talk. You talk to each other. You sing. You never want to start.
That's what I do.
You never want to startle a bear, but a bear's not your biggest worry. A moose is.
See, I told you.
Really?
Guys.
The moose is?
The moose will get you.
A moose will supposedly. My aunt was telling me.
Are the moose territorial?
Oh yeah, my aunt was telling me that the training video for conservation officers for moose is there was a case where they stumbled upon. They wouldn't have known it was a person if the fingers weren't still there intact. That's how trampled you get by a moose.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Moose are mean.
Did you see did you share the picture that I posted this morning, Shane, for the moose I saw this morning? So last night we had to take my son to the hospital, which is about an hour, whatever, north of here. You don't drive this road at nighttime if you don't have to, because the moose and the bear will just be in the middle of the road. And when you hit those, it's like a brick wall. And so we got there, and we finished at the hospital around 2:20 in the morning. And we decided, I said, I'm tired. I'm too tired. And we're going to pull over in a Tim Hortons parking lot. We're going to sleep in the car, and then we'll drive back. Yeah. And so I woke up at 6 this morning, and we drove back, and we were driving along, and you get to know where moose will hang out, like when in the swampy land or something. So as we passed, I looked and I saw a moose there, and I turned around and my son took some pictures, and there you go. So that's a female moose. That's a cow.
There's really nice pictures.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So that was
That's
this
like a
morning.
killer card.
It was this morning around 7 a.m. So on the way in, back to home. So it was good. And we saw a bunch of bear too. So yeah,
those ears came up. She must have heard you.
That's when she was starting. That's when she looked at us, and then she ran into the bush. No, seriously.
Yeah.
Dennis said that's the less scary moose.
That's the moose in training.
She was like, "Oh, Molson's here to arm me. Gotta go."
Just say that was the moose. Where's the squirrel?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, she's been watching this show. She knows. They all know. They team replay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, it's quiet here. It's enjoyable. What do you guys? So I'm probably going to turn the radio on. If I turn the radio on, would people try and make contact with me?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Of course.
Ask
That's
in the
kind of
chat.
been we've had that request before for people to
If you want to make
contact with us.
if you want to make contact with the new grid square, can one of you guys look up the grid square for where I am? It's Matagami First Nations, and look it up, and you can make contact with a new grid square.
Matagami.
How do I say it? How do I say that?
Mattagami.
Why can't I just go to Canada and just go from the maps and
Google gave
on
me
the Google
Montgomery New Nation.
No, Mattagami.
M-A.
Matagami Forestry Park. That's not a POTA park?
No. Well, that could be about 4 hours from here. Matta.
No, that's like on the water.
G-O-N-Y?
The Matagami Forestry Park is like right there.
Give me you find me the POTA number. Anyways, we're north of Sudbury.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Google doesn't even understand what I'm typing here right now.
So put a one in the chat if you try and make contact with me.
I will.
Molson, where's the nearest town? Like what town would I see? Are we like way up in Quebec area? You know,
No, we're in Ontario.
He's north of Toronto, across the lake-ish.
Yeah, go north of
Toronto.
Sudbury. Find Sudbury. Go 2 hours north of Sudbury.
Sub as in SUB, Sudbury.
SUD, Sudbury.
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 Here it is, Sudbury.
And go up Highway 144 2 hours north.
Yeah, there it is. Past Benny. Yeah, okay, I see it. The Mississauga River, Providence. Holy cripes, Molson.
I say the Matagami River is actually a POTA park.
What?
1505.
Are you over by the Groundhog River? I like that. That's a cool name.
Find the town of Gogama and go north.
Can you bring back postcards? Like, are there like typical tourist stands with the postcards and the rock candy?
It's like playing Where in the World's Carmen Sandiego.
I know, right? Hey, can you just give us your lat long?
Well, why does that keep
We
coming
are
up?
yes, there you go, Latin long. But we are learning geography tonight. We're doing so much on the stream tonight. For those people who say those guys don't talk about anything, we're doing geography. This is great tonight.
It's a show about nothing.
It's about everything.
Everything.
This is true.
We just talk about nothing.
Did you find my grid square? I'm gonna go set up my radio.
Hey, not for nothing, but there is a ton of lakes up where he is. Holy, and waterways. Holy.
Yeah, that is a
lot.
lot.
Cripes.
So I found Sudbury, but he said he was at the Matagami.
First
I found
Nations.
Matagami. Yep, I found it.
Matagami Lake is huge, so
It's huge. Yeah, he's right. Molson, what's the twin J hideaway?
okay. Just a little bit north of that, like maybe 2-3 miles north of that is where I am.
Look at that. I found Molson.
You found me. I'm on. I'm there.
I found Molson.
Okay, let me get set up. You'll see Sky for a few minutes.
Oh, there it is. There's a Matagami. It's not a POTA park. The closest POTA park was that Lamont Lake Provincial Park, the VE 0258.
Steve, as the South Carolina representative, can you get on that, please?
Yeah. No.
Can you get that added tonight?
Can you drop a pen real quick?
Yeah.
I found the town of Summer Beaver.
Oh, I like that.
Summer Beaver, summer not, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to live there.
It's a tiny town.
Only in the summer.
Yeah.
Finally cut grass. Sorry, Scout.
There's so much I want to say right now, but I'm gonna get myself in trouble.
Let's move along.
So
here.
we want to support Daniel on his venture to make some contacts on the radio. Since we've got about 20 minutes left and there's 96 people watching. Holy cow. Thank you guys. That's fantastic. Hopefully we'll get a frequency and we'll get some. Hopefully we'll be able to hear some audio from Daniel.
Guys,
making contact
seriously.
with some of you guys.
Do you think that there's like a good truck stop up there or tourist, where you can get the beef jerky, the rock candy, a CB whip, a K40 whip if
Joe
it breaks
Brett's
off.
gonna warm up that shack heater.
There he is. Look at him. Did you see that too?
He's like,
Joe did.
I gotta go flip the switch here so those tubes can start warming up.
That's my overhead light.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna fire up the shack heater.
1,000 watts.
He's about to make the roof start
No,
vibrating.
I'm not.
That baby.
The lights ain't
He's in
on back here.
standby mode right now.
Right?
Yeah, you're in standby mode.
He's waiting to flip it into operation so that the shack lights start dimming.
Yeah.
What? So let's see, Daniel, where you're at.
I'm ready.
The gray line's already passed. Do you want to do like 40 or 20 or what's working good for you?
I haven't turned to the radio yet.
Oh, okay. All right. So if you'd like to follow along, DXheat.com. Let's see what bands are active right now.
I say 40
like it's
hot
gonna
down
be
here.
40 and 20, Shane.
So 20 is really hot right now. I'm gonna show my screen here for those that have never seen this.
Guys, this DXC is really nice. There's a lot of nice features.
Yeah,
filters.
so you just set your on band activity. You just set what continent you're on, and then it will start showing you heat maps based on what frequencies are being heard. It gives you you can submit a spot if you're logged in. I'm not logged in at the moment. You can filter like over here.
I love the filters.
If you're just doing phone. Then it will filter the operators that are doing phone stuff. I just lost a light, so if I got dark, I'm sorry. And then if you just want to listen to 20 and 40,
cool. That's simple enough for me to use.
Yeah. So if you just want to listen to see what's on 40 meters that's being spotted, there you go. You can add 20 to that as well. See what's and then I like this because the clock up here is
frequency in use. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar.
What band are you on?
20.
20. Okay. Then
is this frequency in use? This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. I'm on 14253.
14253. Okay.
We'll see if
Joe Brett's dialing you up over there. So Joe Brett's dialing you up over there.
Yeah. What's up? I'm watching you go pick up your laundry. Where is it? On the bed. Oh, I'll be down in there. All right, let me see. CQ. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar calling CQ.
I hear him on
Victor
somebody's
Alpha
radio.
3 Sierra Delta Oscar.
Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee.
Here goes Joe.
Juliet station, come again?
Kilo Delta 9 November Juliet.
This guy.
Nice signal there, Shane. You're a 5'9" into Monogamy First Nation, man.
Cool. You're 5'9" as well here in the Whiskey area. Have fun out there.
Guys, post
Very
his
good, man.
frequency.
73. Thanks for the contact.
Post his frequency as a banner.
This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. We're calling CQ. QRZ. Kilo Oscar 4 Alpha Foxtrot Lima. You're a 5'7" into Monogamy First Nation. Ooh, getting out on a G5 RV Junior. Sounds good, Steve. Thanks for the contact. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. QRZ. Romeo Delta Station. Romeo Delta Station. QRZ. Kilo 8, Mike Romeo Delta. Mike, A Murder, thanks for reaching out to your 5757 and to Matagami First Nation. 73, man. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ. Kilo 4 station. Kilo 4, Lima Tango Charlie, you're a 5555. Thanks for the 5-8, my friend. 73, and thanks for hunting today. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ. Kilo Charlie 4, Italy station.
This is Kilo Charlie 4 Italy. QR59 Georgia. Over.
Whoa.
QSL, you're 5-9
Wow.
plus into Matagami First Nation. I don't know what the grid square is, but you got a new one, I think. 73. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ.
That's a pile up.
Kilo Delta 9, Zulu Tango station. QSL on the Delta Zulu Tango, you're a 5-9 into Matagami First Nation here. Thanks, my friend. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ. Whiskey 1, Foxtrot Yankee Golf. Izzo, thanks for making contact, man. You're a 5-7. I should be up here all the time. I'm getting good signals coming in. 73, my friend. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ. Whiskey 6, Italy Radio. You're a 5-9 into Matagami. Cool, man. Thanks for Iowa, and thanks for making contact. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ. Victor Tango Golf Station. The Victor Station. Whiskey 9, Tango Charlie Victor. You're a 5-8, 5-8. Thanks for the contact, my friend. 73. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar. Kilo Charlie 2, Oscar Station, come again. QSL, thanks for the contact. You're 5-9 into Matagami First Nation here. Awesome, man. Well, thanks for reaching out tonight. Sounding good. 73. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ. The mobile station, come again. Whiskey 3, Lima Julia Charlie Mobile. You're a 5757. Thanks for the 5-7 into Eastern Pennsylvania, my friend. 73, and have a good night. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ. Whiskey 9, Echo Mike. You're a 5-9 plus into Matagami First Nation here. QSL, thanks for the contact in Illinois, my friend. 73. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ. This is crazy. Kilo Bravo 1 station.
Got to run a pile up there.
Just the Kilo Bravo 9 station, please. Come again.
Steve, you'll have to turn it on where I can create some power.
The Kilo Bravo 9 station. QSL, you're 5-9 plus. Nice signal up here into the northern Matagami First Nation here. My location is, give me a second. I'll see if I have the grid square for you. It should be a new one for you. What is the grid square? You guys have the grid square?
Trying to get it right now.
No, we're working on it.
Echo November 97, I think.
Very good. I'm at just north of Sudbury, Ontario, Matagami First Nation. A couple seconds, I'll have the grid square for you. Thanks
Jody
for the
says-
contact. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. QRZ.
Jody says that Kilo 5 Yankee, Victor Yankee.
The Kilo Charlie 1 station. The Kilo Charlie 1 Quebec Echo station. QSL Quebec Echo Mike, you're 5-9 into Matagami here.
Ian 97 Foxtrot Tango.
Thanks, man. Hold on a second here. You guys have my grid square?
Ian 97.
Yeah, Echo
Huh?
November 97. Echo November 97.
Echo November 97.
Roger.
Roger.
All right, the grid square here is Echo November 97. Echo November 9 or 7. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. QRZ. N5 SKT Don. How you doing, buddy? You got about a 5.7 up here.
You are good there. Sorry, QSL there, Daniel. You're about a 5.8 here down in here to Dallas, Texas. Echo Mike 1-2. Echo Mike 1-2.
QSL, thanks, my friend, and thanks for, man, I'm getting out tonight. Thanks for the contact. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. QRZ. Kilo Charlie 1 station. Kilo Charlie 1 station.
Molson is officially posted now on
Sierra X-ray
DXing.
Charlie, you're about a 5.8 up here into grid square Echo November 79 or 97. Sorry, 97, right? You're a 5.9, my friend. 73. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. QRZ. Kilo Charlie 1 Sierra X-ray Charlie.
We should make note that he is using a coffee and ham radio's antennas.
QSL, you're
Everybody.
5'8", into Matagami First Nation, Echo November 97, my friend. Thank you.
This is why you need.
This is Victor
You
Alpha
need to
3
buy a coffee
Sierra
and ham
Delta
radio
Oscar.
channel.
QRZ. Bravo Foxtrot Station. Shane, my friend, you're a 5'7" as well into Matagami First Nation here. I've never had all you guys at the same time. This is crazy. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. I'm just going to call...
I'm cheating.
Don't ever
Kilo
say that
5,
again.
Yankee Victor Yankee. Kilo 5 Yankee Victor Yankee. Are you there?
Joe Pratt can't hear nothing.
Oh, Joe Brett, you're 5'7", buddy. You're
Hey!
5'7" up here.
There.
Oh, you're 5'6" there.
You're one by one.
One by one.
I'll
Oh,
take
you
it. I'll
came up
take it,
that
my
time.
friend. 73, man. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. QRZ.
He's got you. Do have
November 9,
he does have a
Victor
full
Station.
house. He's got all of us tonight.
Oh, yeah.
November
I'm
9,
cheating. I'm remoting
Victoria
into North
Foxtrot
Carolina.
Papa.
Or
You're a
South Carolina.
5'7". 5'7".
Yeah, well,
that step IR
QSL on the
helps.
5'9", and thanks for the contact, my
A little bit
friend.
of a
This is
beam.
Victor Alpha 3
Yeah.
Sierra Delta Oscar. QRZ.
only 14 dB forward gain.
On 20?
Yeah. It's a 4-element, bro.
Kilo Charlie 5 Romeo Papa Foxtrot. You're
So what's that
5'9".
make the relative power at 14 dB a gain on 20 meters?
QSL on the 5'8" to Texas. I'm just so you know, I'm
I'll
Grid
map on
Square
stream.
Echo November 97. Should be a new one for most of you guys, or all of you guys. This is Matagami First Nation here.
Hopefully, Molson's logging all these contacts.
73, my friend. Thanks for the contact. This is
Yeah,
Victor
he's
Alpha
gotta go
3
back and
Sierra
rewatch
Delta
the,
Oscar. QRZ. Alpha station, starting Alpha.
So somebody who's quick with math, what is 14 dB of gain on 20 meters?
Alpha Charlie,
What does it make
give me
100
kilo,
watts
you're
sound like?
5.7.
I'm gonna say it's close to like 1,000 watts.
QSL, thanks for the contact and thanks for Pennsylvania. Good luck. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ. November station. November 3, Foxtrot Tango, Ontario. You're 5.7 into Matagami First Nation here.
Where's the ape when you need him?
Thanks for New Jersey, my friend. 73. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar. Kilo Charlie station.
45
correct.
auto. That's
Kilo
Echo
9
November
Charlie Alpha
97.
Victor. You're a 5.7.
Jody says about 500 watts.
Into Southwest Ohio.
QSL on the 5.9 in Southwest Ohio, my friend. Thank you for the contact this evening. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ. Kilo Charlie 1, Oscar, Germany. You are 5.9. Thank you for Connecticut, my friend. 73, and good luck. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ.
Man, you need to pop up there more
Whiskey
often.
Zulu 9 Zulu, you're a 5.8 this evening.
He needs to work more grid squares.
Yeah.
Where can he do
Oh,
grid
you
squares?
just came 15 over there. You're 15 over, so nice signal this evening. Thank you for the contact, my friend. 73. Oh, the mosquitoes are bad. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ. Kilo 5, Delta Kilo Bravo. Is that the station?
Daniel has a pileup anytime he gets on the radio.
Yeah, he doesn't have to
He's
say.
got that,
He
he's
doesn't
got
have to
that
say last
DX
call.
entity there.
QSL,
He
you're
does.
5.7 here into Matagami First Nation. For those listening, it should be getting new grid square. Is Echo November 97. The grid square up here is Echo November 97. It should be a new one for most of you guys, so I thought I'd give it to you.
There you go, Steve. So Mike says 14 dB a game wouldn't be
That's-
that. Like
Yeah.
1,600 watts.
Thanks for the contact. 73. This is
That was
Victor
the,
Alpha 3,
calculator I
Sierra Delta
Yeah.
Oscar, QRZ.
I'm like, yeah, that doesn't seem right.
What's the gain on
Kilo
10,
Charlie
on
1,
10 meters?
Foxtrot Oscar Zulu.
It's like
You're
10
5.9.
dB, right?
5.9 up here.
It depends
We're
on
Redneck 7-3.
which setup I have.
Thank you for the
I'll flip
5.9.
one of the
Thanks for making contact this evening, my friend.
That's
73.
how I talk to Mike, because I would remote over and then I would
This is
point that beam
Victor Alpha
towards
3,
Houston.
Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ.
I'm showing 14.4
you are
for
correct.
Whiskey 4, Mike Lima, November. You're a 5.8. 5.8 this evening.
I can bump it to 15 if I go max gain. But normal is 14.
There you go. Smoking Ape says Molson must have a great antenna. I agree, Abe. You should drop a link to that.
North Carolina, northwest corner of North Carolina. W4 Mike Lima, November.
Very
That's a
good,
big
Marty.
sound.
Well, thanks for making contact. I'm located about 2 hours north of Sudbury, Ontario, in Matagami First Nation, reserve number 71. So it's a new grid square. It should be Echo November 97. Just up here with the family, visiting family, and thought I'd turn the radio on and give some people a new grid square. So thanks for making contact this evening. 73. This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ. QRZ?
That's Kilo 0 Lima Whiskey Charlie calling you.
It just died out here. This is
And that's
Victor
why
Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar, QRZ.
The Lima station?
W5 DXing, you are 5.7 up here.
Oh, don't make me cry. That would be the ultimate payback.
QSL, thanks for the 5.5 in the Southeast Texas, my friend, and thanks for making contact this evening. 73.
I do see that net on 14.
This is Victor Alpha 3, Sierra Delta Oscar. QRZ.
We're 3 kilohertz up.
Whiskey Delta 4, Oscar Bravo Papa. You're a 5'8", 5'8" up here. QSL on the 5'7", my friend. 73, thanks for the contact. This is Victor Alpha. November 3 station. November 3 Sugar America Yankee. You are a 5'7", 5'7" up into Matagami First Nation.
Wow.
Nice.
Thank you for the contact. 73. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. QRZ. Kilo India 5 Golf Uniform America. Is that right? QSL, you're 5'9" up here into Matagami. Thank you for the contact. 73. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. QRZ. Whiskey India Station.
He's going to run that pileup all night.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you guys want to go around the horn while he's
Kilo
wrapping
Hotel
things up?
6 Whiskey
Yeah.
India.
Yeah,
You're
I
a
just-
5'8".
I just
5'8"
milkshake
to
waiting on
Matagami here.
What's that, Joe Britt?
I got a milkshake waiting on me since Daniel can't have one.
Right.
73, my friend. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. QRZ.
And I just looked on Stepper's website. It's saying 9.5
Radio
DBI
Radio
Okay.
Victor Kilo Station.
On 20.
on 20.
Nice.
The front to back.
Kilo Charlie 1,
is
Radio
what I'm
Victor
actually
Kilo.
showing on the
You're
optimizer.
5'6", 5'6" into Matagami.
Nice. Molson, you want to wrap it up? We're going to close
Thanks
the
for
stream
them
and then you can hop
5'7"
back on
Mike
the
Oscar,
radio.
my friend. 73. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. QRZ.
I wouldn't want to
No,
leave
last
that pile
ball.
up either.
Someone down in the noise there. That's a good run.
Yeah, really good run. You got to go play the stream back so you can get everybody in the logbook.
Dude, I want a
That's a
QSL
good run.
card
That was
from him.
fun.
Yeah, I want a Matagami.
I can't hear you guys. I don't know what's going on
QSL
here.
card.
Yeah. We want a QSL card from you, Molson.
I want a moose antler
Hold on.
from Matagami.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Can you still hear us?
No, he can't hear us.
He can't hear us. That's
Nope, there he went.
no.
Yep.
Well, let's wrap this puppy up, put a bow on it, and call it good. I'll start with Joe Brett with you, my friend. What you got? I know you got a video coming out that's to your YouTube members now, but will be released at some point to the general public.
That's correct, and there'll be a reaction video that's only going to be seen by members because I'm lucky I didn't get physical injury in the first place because of the first video. So the reaction video is going to have to just kind of be on the down low. She didn't have her makeup on,
Ha!
but
I may have to go join the channel for that one.
I know, right?
Yeah.
For just $1.99, you too can support a ham radio operator.
at least for one month
Just
anyway.
Joe
Huh?
Britt
Yeah,
fans.
at least for a month.
I got to come up with something cool with the talk pod still. I got I got 3 of the H8s, whatever they're called. Got to do
The
something with
TDH
that.
8s.
I got an offer on this really weird gadget, and I've only found one other YouTuber that's done ham radio related with it. And I was confident until I watched this video, and I'm like, yeah, he really couldn't. Now, he done it, but I don't know if I need to commit to that one, but I may. I don't know. So
Must have been Mike.
That was fun, guys. Thank you
No.
so much.
Yeah, Daniel, thanks for
Yeah,
doing
that's
that. That was cool. Glad you got all of
Rob,
us. You got the 6 pack.
747.
That was really fun. That was cool. The pileup was insane. I think it was a lot more than our viewers.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Oh,
I agree with you there. So make sure you go back and rewatch so that you can log all of that.
Yeah, I was doing that all by memory, so I was like, "What? Who?"
Wow.
Shane, what you got coming up, my friend?
I got a few activation videos coming up. I got another series on that man pack that I'm building out that FTM 300 that I have.
Yeah.
This weekend I dropped the next in the interview series I did with the service within the hobby, where I interviewed my friend Pat, who got stranded northern Minnesota during the winter, and how ham radio helped him out. So
Nice.
that's live, and I got more videos of that style in the works with interviews with people who have experience with Skywarn, Aries, Races, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of a fun series that'll be dropping out.
Bless you.
More
Thank you.
throughout.
Bless you,
so.
Sorry.
Man, and for those that don't know, Scout and Mike, you guys do a playlist before the Ham Radio Clubhouse of lesser known YouTube channels. So I believe you post that not only in Discord but on Twitter and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's fun. We got Jeff K3JRZ, who does a lot of Parks on the Air out in Delaware. Great guy. The Ham Radio Crusader, Freddie Mac joined up with us too, and we decided that instead of just having a playlist, everybody involved makes their own playlist too. So that way everybody's sharing it on their socials and everything. And it's
nice.
More of a spread the net, so if you will. So people who follow me that don't follow Mike or Jeff, they get the exposure to it. And we're welcoming anybody with a YouTube channel that's ham radio related, big or small, that wants to join us on Tuesdays. You're more than welcome. Don't have to have one every week. If you just have one once in a blue moon, that's great.
Hey, that sounds like me.
Yeah.
So Shane, Scooter, a Scout, who do they contact to try to get on this playlist? If
well, that's a good question, Joe Brett. There's this Discord server that we're on. It's called K5YVY and Clubhouse, and I can't remember where.
Links are in the description of the video of both the podcast as well as the YouTube stream. There'll be the link for that.
And
come join us.
I think we're in, if I remember right. Yeah, if you go under the folder for Ham Radio YouTube, there's a channel called Upcoming Videos to Watch, and that's where we kind of meet up. If you want to be on that playlist, just shoot us a message there. We do all the coordinating in a group chat, so it doesn't clutter up things. Or feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or Facebook. Oh, well, I'm not on Facebook. Reach out to me on Twitter or whatever it's called now, or send me an email at kd9njj@gmail, or reach out to any of the other guys, and it will all gladly work things out.
Yep.
Scout, if I could say, we also we take it starts off with usually Mike in the morning on Tuesday mornings, N2MAK. Great guy. We take his tweet and we push it through, and a lot of other guys, including myself, we push it on our Twitter, on our channels, whatever it's called, pages. And so again, more and more people should be watching this stuff because it's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun. It has nothing to do whether you got 1 million subscribers or if you got 100. It's fun stuff to watch.
Or 5.
It really is.
Yeah,
5. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah,
it's fun stuff.
Exactly.
And it's fun. I know when the playlists were big a few years ago, when everybody was stuck home, that's how this whole ham radio community on YouTube blossomed, because everybody got to know each other in the chats, just like on these live streams here. So it's just another place to hang out.
It's our clubhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
This is our virtual club, and we have members. No one pays any dues, but we have members and people who come in and chat with us. And I always say, if you want to join a ham radio club and you don't have one in your local area, or one, maybe you have some in your local area that just maybe doesn't fit the way doesn't fit you, then join the Discord. That's our virtual club. We've got Elmers in there. We've got people that are experts in the field at pretty much everything. Antennas, radios. I mean, I don't know it all. Joe Brett doesn't know it all, but we got it done. N5SKT knows a lot more than both of us put together. We got Izzo in there, who's been a ham for ages. Steve is a VEC, so we can do testing. So I think we should probably at some point start setting up a quarterly test session where people from the Clubhouse Discord who want to test, we can set you up with a VEC session and get you guys tested. So maybe I should start a pilot program for that. We did the extra by April. Maybe we should do a take your test by November or something, and we'll get people lined up to just sit and test until we get as many people on the air as possible.
There you go.
So Daniel, over to you. I'm sure you're going to be on the air probably the next couple days while you guys are up there.
I'll try to. If it's raining tomorrow, I won't. But I'm gonna try and find some new parks. I probably will reactivate Lamont Park. So if you guys want to hunt for that, just keep an eye out. And I've been doing a bunch of stuff here for family, but you know what? I barely post on Twitter. I've been posting some pictures and some things from up here, and I'm probably going to do a long video of this adventure with the activations and some of the stuff. So be sure to check that out on my YouTube if you want to. If you don't, that's all cool. But I'm just enjoying playing radio and doing other stuff at the same time, like fishing. So sorry I wasn't able to make it the whole night, but I told the guys I'd try and tune in from the water, and I got back early, so thought I'd get in, and that was fun for making. So if you guys made contact with me, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. So I appreciate it.
So Daniel, there's another park not far from you that also has never been activated. So
which one?
Go do that one. My map recentered as soon as I clicked on it again. So I've got to go.
If that's the
Joe Brett, I'm tired of hearing it.
You're such a newbie.
So it's called.
You're such a lead.
It's the Okanesi Chain of Lakes Complex Conservation Reserve.
So
Victor
the problem,
Echo 1286.
So the problem up here you have to realize is that there's literally no road. So the only way to get close to that one is by logging road. Last night I was researching that when I was at the hospital. There's a lot of
there's a road 110 that will get you there.
It's 2 miles out. So the problem with 110 is it's 2 miles out from getting to it, and to actually get to the boundary. And I ain't trekking through those woods with.
Well, nobody would have known that if you hadn't announced it publicly. You could have just drove to the best place that you could get to and activate the damn thing.
And it's called the parking lot.
Yeah.
Listen, some POTA police.
You're out of the jurisdiction of the POTA.
You're 3,000 miles north of the nearest POTA Karen.
Yeah.
The moose.
The moose are calling that shit.
Prove it.
Daniel's an honest moose.
So okay, let's see in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if you think being within 2 miles of this absolutely remote friggin' park is enough to activate the park.
I bet the park boundary gets close enough, buddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say
the problem is if it's conservation, anything conservation up here, it's the only way to get there is by float plane.
I can bring my hot air balloon up there.
Yeah.
There you go, Shane.
We just got to pack it out. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Probably
Look at
gonna
all
need
those
some
twos
extra
in the
hot air.
chat. Look, see there. People don't care.
I
They're
was
just
gonna
like, you close enough, son.
as long as you're within the boundary of the park, you don't have to be at the pin.
So send an email to Matt here and get an official response. And if he says yay, I will activate it.
See, that's the thing. It's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
I'm just picturing Shane at the Canadian border explain to the border agent why he's bringing a hot air balloon into Canada. Well, I gotta get my friend closer.
Sir, I gotta go to Matagami because we gotta go over and get this park over here that's never been activated.
But listen,
my friend doesn't
I'm an amateur radio operator
road with a ham radio, so I gotta fly him in.
I got this letter. I got this letter from who's the leader of Canada? What do you call him? Not the prince, or not the prince, the
Prime Minister.
Whatever.
The Prime Minister.
The Prime. I have
Trudeau.
a letter from the Prime Minister says that I can do radio service anywhere in the Canadian provinces. See, there you go. And this is my license.
I bet you I can find a map that would be close enough to a road that you can. Oh, there it is. Look at this.
Just wait till winter and dogs sled in.
You send it to me. You send it to me, Shane. Like I'm so. I stopped on the side of the highway and took all kinds of pictures. My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm going to show those POTA Karens that I actually made it to Lamont friggin' Park."
Guess what? We'll have Shaq and Greg, since he drew the map of where Kyle's buried Bitcoin is. We're gonna have Shaq and Greg draw the map for you. You'll be all set. Don't worry.
We'll get it taken care of. See there, people don't care.
We know people.
You get close enough, nobody else can drive all the way up there. You can go to the end of the logging road. You know what? I'm technically there. We go. Anyway, Izzo, buddy, what you got coming up next?
Playing POTA, having fun, smoking cigars, and anything else that keeps me out of trouble. That's it.
And some things that don't.
and leather pants. We got to figure out what this leather pants is over here.
I'm not going to ask. I don't want to be part of
I don't
that
wanna know.
conversation. Yeah, I don't want to be part of that conversation. I'll let you you figure it out, and we'll go from there.
Maybe I was reminiscing from the days when I had long hair, and it was 1978
With the Elko?
In the
with Saturday night. Yeah, and it was Saturday Night Fever days. Who knows?
Yeah, there you
Anyway.
go.
Anyway, go on to
So it
something
looks like Scout, you have an email from Douglas V Amateur Radio and more.
Okay.
there we go.
Yeah,
Douglas
we've been trying to.
me.
Well,
It's probably
maybe-
for you.
It could be. We've been trying to do the no random contacts, a la the tech prepper,
See, Daniel,
Mm-hmm.
who
and
cares?
that's not very easy. We've been struggling for a couple months to try to do it. So, yeah, I'll get in my email as soon as I don't have more than 2 browsers open because my head hurts.
I like Jody's response. It's Canada. Just pay somebody off to change the park boundary for a weekend. King Charles thing. There you go. Yeah. See? Jody has got the answer to everything. See, everyone agrees with me. Get as close as you can in those far remote areas and activate the damn park.
Who's the guy who submitted for that park? That's because we all know there's some parks.
Well, they just
But you know what
there.
I'm saying? Right, they submitted stuff and they haven't even been there themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, every
Right.
state has them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ugh.
I bet you if I were in Canada right now and I was within a couple of miles of that park, you could bet your ass I'd be on the radio activating that park, because I would challenge someone, drive your ass up here and tell me I'm not in the boundary.
Yeah.
Shane.
Come on.
That is
So
not, that is
so
not
there's another
the
one-
spirit of
there's a-
radio.
Don't
There's
care.
another one. There's another one just south of me. It's called Biscotesi Provincial Park.
Yeah.
And so last night I was talking. If you look at that on the map, I was talking with Joseph V3GKT. I said, "Where do you look to find the boundaries of the park?" And so technically, there's the Spanish River. If you look at it, it's a lake that goes north up to the 144 highway. And if you look at the boundary of the Biscotesi Provincial Park, it includes that in the boundary. But the problem is just south of that is the Spanish Lake Provincial Park.
There's
and
another
they
one
mer-
up there north
That's
of
a
you too.
twofer.
They merge
I was
together.
about to say that's a
They're two-
twofer.
So they merge together, and so the problem is it part of the Spanish Provincial Park or is it part of the Biscotesi Provincial
Both.
Park? And I can't find that anywhere.
Both.
Both.
And then
That's
there's
a twofer.
there's another one south of that called there's Halfway Lake, which is easy to activate. It's never been activated, I think. No, it has been. But then there's the Onapasing Provincial Park, which has never been activated, and that's easy to get to. That's about 10 minutes off the main highway. So I hope to activate a couple more first timers.
Yeah, let us
And,
know. Post in Discord, because
Mm-hmm.
if I'm at home, I will use Steve's radio to contact you.
But so
Guys, put Molson's call sign in your ham alert.
Yeah,
I say it 1,000.
absolutely.
Put
Absolutely.
Molson's call sign in your ham alert.
So just to note, for those who were invited, I had talked about planning a fishing trip. That's up to here.
Oh,
So-
that's that place?
Yeah, because
Ooh,
this is
sign
where
me
I,
up, son.
I-
I'm there.
I have access to lodging here all the time, and we have fishing and hunting rights everywhere. So, let me know. Like, I want to organize a group where a bunch of us get together and come up here, go fishing.
that
and-
would be all kinds of radio fun. I bet we could get Mike and Jason to do that too.
I don't know if I want to go to jail in Canada.
Well, don't
Again?
do something stupid.
And there's that
Listen.
guy on TikTok. They
Listen.
can keep your ass out of jail.
We can get a
Remember-
stand-up paddleboard and go activate that park if that's what it takes to get inside the park boundaries.
Remember, I posted the picture the other night on Discord of the car that was flipped over on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It took 2 hours for the police to arrive,
Wow.
and the ambulance was. I drove another half an hour north, and the ambulance still wasn't on its way. So you don't
Ryan
have to
says
worry. About,
fishing and POTA count me in. See?
exactly. So you don't have to worry about going to jail, Joe Brett.
Yeah. Steve, you've got
This
some
place-
videos coming out.
I do.
I'm going to wrap this up. We're 2 hours and 20 minutes in. We got 76 people watching. Thank
Yep.
you, by the way. We're going to put a Band-Aid on this thing so we can call it a night. But Steve,
I've
what you
got
got
a-
coming up?
Got a couple of new radios. One is a Chinese radio that a couple of guys have seen already. I also have I ended up with an Elecraft KX3 somehow.
Oh darn!
So I'm going to do some videos with that.
Whatever you got to do with that.
You know, that I got some videos to do in the trailer. We just got the computers that are going in there, so I'm going to set up digital modes on those and have all that ready to go. But that's all I've got. You know, here on Tuesday nights as much as I can be.
Yeah. All right. Well, you won't see much from me for a few weeks. I get this job transition done, and then I'll be able to play some ham radio on the weekends. That'll be a lot of fun. I have a scam. I got scammed by a Chinese company, so that video's coming out. That'll be
Ready
fun.
to see that.
Yeah, that'll be
I
fun.
want to see that.
But yeah, I mean that's about it. A couple videos in the pipeline. I need to order one of those 9-to-1s that because it looks like Chuck on his video on the thing was using just a regular internal tuner and was tuning a lot of the bands that were on there, even on the 9-to-1. So
that's all. That's all you need.
Yeah, so good stuff. I don't have anything else, so if you guys are good to go, we'll wave bye to everybody. We'll see you next week, and thanks for all your support. Thanks for all of the channel memberships. Thank you to those in green, and we'll see you next week. 73.
Enjoy.
73.
Bye.
Molson, don't worry. The Moose said you could operate anywhere you want.